What's up? What's up? What up? Splashback. What's up, Splashback? Mr. So and so. What's up? How you doing? Welcome, you guys. I know I haven't been on here quite some time. Dropped the video. Hope you all have taken the time out to check out the video. Put a lot of research into that. So definitely check that out. Who the hell is Splashbacks? Hi, it's me. Splashback. Who are you? I'm not sure who you are. Splashbacks. Yeah. Weekend was great. Weekend was great. How was yours? Who is it? I don't T. Who is T? T. Hmm. You gotta give me a little more hints. I'm sorry. Anyways, nonetheless, yeah. Check out that video, y'all. I put a lot of time, I thought, a lot of a lot of a lot of information in that video. So check it out. It's a really good video. Nonetheless, we are here for an entirely different subject. Somewhat, it's all intertwined. You know my dad. Who's your dad? Who's your daddy? I don't think I know your dad. I don't know. Maybe I do. Anyways, nonetheless, yeah. So you guys see the thumbnail. Super Bowl madness. I'm just gonna be straight up. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm not a big football sports kind of guy. Never have been. Probably never will be. But I've always tend to keep up with like the playoffs. I've always watched the the who his initials are HP. I'm I'm still at a loss. I don't know who this is. I don't know who HP is, man. Stop playing games with me. Who are you? You're starting to freak me out. Anyways, yeah, back to what I was saying before I was rudely interrupted. But yeah, I've never been a big sports guy. I gotta be honest with y'all. Like I said, I will watch a the Super Bowl. I will watch that. Now I did keep up. Um I did try to keep my best to keep up with the Lions. The Lions were going pretty hard. I don't know which I don't know when or where they fell off, but apparently they didn't make it. But it was good to see that revival. It was really good. Like, man, the Lions were definitely putting in some footwork. So, hats off to those guys. And perhaps sometime in the near future, we'll be winning that Super Bowl. But I won't hold my breath. But I did have a chance to watch it this time, and it's a bunch of madness. I was just there, hanging out with family, and I was like, yeah, we might as well go watch it. And yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if I should just preface this tonight's episode with my opinion, or should I just kind of like talk about it as we go through it? I think that's probably what I'll do. So, yeah, they did lose, unfortunately. That sucks, man. But I still don't know who you are. So, you haven't given me any indication. I don't know who HP is. HP. Yeah, I don't know HP. I don't know. I don't know. Excuse me. I was supposed to have a couple other guests to pop on, but I'm not sure where they are. Running on CP time, I'm sure. Let me just I'm not about to even I already sent the link, so if they decide to jump on, that's cool. If not, so the first thing I wanted to go touch base on is the whole Taylor Swift versus Trump MAGA, you know. And if for those of you who are out of the loop, excuse me, Jesus. So apparently, Miss Taylor Swift decided, oh, here she go.
I know you're
And
not
about
on here talking shit.
I was talking mad. Never mind. Never mind. I ain't about to go into all that because I want to start off right. How you doing, Miss Desi?
Hi, Neil Beal.
Do I kind of sound like my nose is little? My nose. Do I sound a little congested? Like I don't know.
No.
I feel like I do, but maybe I don't. But yeah, we was just talk. I was just giving a preamble into what we're going to be talking about tonight. Of course, Miss Desi DC comes when she wants. When
That's
she
not
just
true. I come when I'm
do what
invited.
she
Stop it,
do.
Neil. I come when I'm invited. Stop it, Neil.
Anyway, so yeah, how you been, Miss Desi DC?
Uh, reasonable, I guess. I've
Re-
just had a string of negative stuff happen, and it's
Oh
funny
snap!
because, yeah. But yeah,
Has it been that deep?
it was. I was in a car accident, so I had to get
What?
yeah, so I had to get a new car. The post office stopped
Wait,
me
back
from
up,
getting
back up, back up, back up. Are you all
my
right?
yeah, I hit them.
Oh snap! Hold up. Wait a minute. Wait, no, were they okay then?
Not my problem.
Desi DC, don't talk like that.
No,
Stop.
I wasn't going to, but the situation was crazy as hell. Like, just real quick, the guy who I was trying to drink a cherry coke, and I had looked down for a second to open it, and boom, I hit the back of his car. It was like stop and go traffic. Well, the guy
Wait.
got out, the guy got out the car, but the guy who was driving, it wasn't his car. He didn't
Mm.
have no insurance. He didn't have a license. The car belongs to his brother. Funny enough, I hit a guy that works for BMW and drives a BMW.
Oh
So
snap!
yeah, so I'm doing a dialogue with the brother. Me and the brother literally sit and write down an agreement that
Wait,
we're
wait.
not.
Was it actually a brother, a black dude?
Oh no 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 no!
Oh, okay, okay.
These guys were
Palestinian.
like Palestinian Arabs, the guys that are known for
Yeah.
working in car dealerships. But anyway, so yeah, and then what the hell? We had literally sat down and made an agreement that we weren't going to go through insurance. He was the one who was a little bit more the
I
it
know
was the
y'all
cherry
saw how
coke.
she just kind of like skate past that real quick.
It
But
was the cherry coke fault. But so anyway, so we literally signed papers and everything to say that we not. He was more adamant about it because he didn't want his premiums to go up. Mind you, he works in the financial department. So
mm.
a
Was it
week,
actually was there any structural damage, anything like
I
that to
mean, the
either
back of
car?
his bumper was a little messed up, but my car ended up getting totaled. It was just a
Damn.
little, yeah, a little piece of his bumper got messed up, and my car ended up getting totaled.
Oh my god.
Now the issue came in when me and the guy literally sat and discussed. We literally had a little contract that we came up with that we wasn't going to go through insurance. I was just going to pay my car out or whatever.
Mhm.
A week later, I get a call from my insurance company saying that they went ahead and filed the claim anyway.
Ah.
And then to make matters worse, the brother decides he wants to sue me.
Oh, what?
The
So
brother
are
is
you actively going through litigation right now with him?
no.
Oh.
Well, the big dummy didn't realize that since you're not in the state of Texas, I don't know how it is in other places, but in the state of Texas, if you're not an authorized driver, then you can't
Mm,
collect.
right.
So
Yep. Yep. Yep.
your
Yep.
brother did all of this, and your premium, and crazy enough, my premium actually went down. This fool, you done did all of this, and guess what? Your shit is about to go up. Not only is your shit about to go up,
Damn.
but I walked away with a brand new fucking car. So you know how it's just one of the
Mm-hmm.
things where people negative as fuck, and they going through shit, and they be trying to put it off on you. Like the guy was trying to act all really nice to me and all this, and I'm just kind of like, I'm thinking to myself, he worked for BMW. He can get his car fixed. And, I understand premiums and shit. I know you probably paying a pretty little penny if you got a BMW, a 3 Series or whatever the fuck series it was. And I'm just like, you did all of that. And then turned around. And I even told the guy, if you decide you want to change your mind, just let me know so I can, make arrangements.
Damn. That ain't even raw.
Oh,
That
Mr.
ain't
So and
right.
so, I hope y'all are not upset with me, but I did not change the alarm thing. Oh, there it goes.
Who the hell is Hottie? Haiti. I got this guy in the chat saying that I know his father. I know him. I'm like,
Well, maybe he do know you. You know you
um,
popular these days, Neil.
I don't know. Maybe I do. I mean, but I'm like, tell me who you are. Like, why you keep giving me these riddles? Anyway, so did you have a chance to watch the Super Bowl? I was just telling the chat that I don't, I'm not a big sports guy. I never have, probably never will be. But I typically try to keep up with like the playoffs. I might watch the sports, the Super Bowl, things like that. What about you? What's your story as far as sports? And did you watch the
So
game?
I don't know everything. I think football is a very complicated sport. It's not necessarily the sport itself, it's just the rules that really kind of get me. So I don't know the ins and outs, but I do watch it and I
Oh
am,
yeah, you do, because you was repping your team the other day on your
yeah,
story. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, my Commanders. And I'm so upset about it because, well, I guess we can get into it when
What up, though, posse? All right, now I
um
know who you are. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Dad. So you said so. Okay, so you're like you don't follow all of the like the logistics of everything of the sport in itself, but you will keep up and rep your team. You'll go to a few games and you'll watch. You'll go to a football party if necessary.
yeah, I don't go to the games, but I've gone to like watch parties. I've
Yeah.
done a few watch parties, and like I said, I'm not really into like all of it, but when it comes to like my team and the games that they play, I will keep up with that.
Hmm. Yeah, like I was saying also that I like notwithstanding that I don't keep up with sports at all. Recently, I was following the Lions because what I'm saying, the Lions was making a hell of a comeback. So your boy was like, "Wait a second,
Hey, I
maybe I
wouldn't even that
should."
was you. I wouldn't even say that no more.
What? Don't be
Oh,
disrespectful, Desi
well,
DC.
well, shit, I can't right now. But look, I went to my homegirl. My homegirl was having, she was having a birthday, and we went
Hmm.
out to this little, we went out to this little lounge or whatever.
Hmm.
And it was the night the Commanders was playing the Lions, and it was funny because when I walked
Hmm.
in,
Hmm.
it was Lion fans everywhere,
Oh
and I'm
yeah.
literally like one of the few that
Ooh,
were
you in the Lions den?
so
No pun intended.
every time we scored or it was something, I'm standing up there clapping. Then the bar owner walks over to me and he says, "Ma'am, it's a lot of Detroit fans in here. I don't think you're gonna be too loud." I got louder because I was like, "What are they gonna do?" Like that was
Dez, come
ridiculous.
on. You know what? You got
That
some
was
big
ridiculous.
cojones. You
Yeah,
got some cojones.
hold on, let me tell you. When I first moved to Dallas, right, it was so crazy. When I first moved to Dallas, well, actually, it was some years. And the Cowboys, the Cowboys is big everywhere you go, other than Philly. But it was a ton of people. So we played, I think, for Thanksgiving, if I'm not mistaken. We played for Thanksgiving, and I believe the Commanders won, if I'm not mistaken. But after that, we did win that game. And after the game, I walked into Walmart. I had on a Redskins hat and just like the colors, my outfit was the colors. When I say I walked into that Walmart and almost everybody that I passed was looking at me like, did she just I'm talking about I literally ended up leaving the Walmart because it was
Oh.
so many people. And when I'm talking about when I say they was looking at me like they was about
Hmm.
ready to like
Yeah, you were the op. You were the op. It was like that's
well,
that's 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 thug life. Like blood
I,
wandering out into the Crip neighborhood.
I'm trying
You
to
better
tell you,
chill out.
I be trying to be bougie and over here in the good parts, but I tell you,
Just because you're a woman don't mean you can't get your hands. Well, you can't get them hands put on you. All right.
that's
People
all right.
take this
Don't make
stuff serious.
listen. You know what we should have been talking about was Clarissa Shields. That's who we should be talking about.
Oh, with the whole like Remy Ma and
That,
Papoose
but
thing.
just if we want to talk sport, if you ever want to
Well, why
just
you ain't
talk,
say no? We're not about to talk sports.
oh,
Really, we're gonna
yeah,
ask. I want to
hold
talk
on.
about some of the things that happened during the Super Bowl.
This is my
Um.
granny. Hold on.
Okay. Hey, Grammy.
Oh, granny, Neil says hi.
Hey, Granny.
Neil, hold on.
Hey. How you doing, Granny?
I'm fine.
How was your day today?
Fine. How was yours?
It was all right. I mean, there was a lot of traffic. It was a little cold out here in Michigan, but I think I'm gonna maintain today.
this?
That's Neil.
She like that brother sound a little too real.
That's Neil, the guy I told you I'd be on the podcast arguing with.
Nice meeting you, Granny.
Don't be arguing with my granddaughter.
All right, I'll try not to, but you gotta tell your granddaughter she got a loud mouth and she need to chill out sometimes.
You didn't tell me that. I know that.
Okay, there we go. We on the same page. I got you.
She in her room.
Please. Thank you.
Oh, okay. All right, Granny. I'll call you back. All right.
See you later, Granny.
Bye.
Nay, send your grandmother a picture. Sorry.
Dang, girl. Well, she was cool. She was nice.
Oh, listen. If you ever want to talk sports, that one right there.
Who, your
But
grandmother?
my granny, like, she's heavy into sports, but she likes college. She watched college football a little bit more.
Oh yeah, Well, I mean, I guess I will watch a little bit of college football. I'm not gonna lie about that.
Football,
I might watch a little bit, but look, I promise y'all, I do not know anybody's name. So if they say, "Yeah, T-Ron just got drafted," don't look for me to know who T-Ron is, because I don't know who that is. I don't keep up with it like that. I'm just being honest. All right, I'm just being honest. Don't hate me. Anyway, so let's jump right into this. So. So, Des, how much did you said you didn't watch the Super Bowl at all, right?
No, I watched it, but
okay.
So I watched the beginning, and it was a little. Actually, it wasn't really that slow until it got to the second quarter. Then I watched a little bit of it because KC, they didn't score. So I'm just like, okay, well, maybe I'll just come back. So I watched a little bit of halftime show, which I thought was trash. Okay.
We're gonna get into that.
Absolute trash. Yeah. Then I came back and I said, well, just let me watch third and fourth. So I watched the third quarter. Then I'm just like, is KC going to score? Because if not, I'm just going to get off. And then I was just like, Then I watched the end and nothing happened till like the fourth quarter. So
yeah, it wasn't really a game until like the fourth quarter when the Chiefs decided to wake up. I don't know what the heck was going on the first 3 quarters. I'm like, man, this is like sad. Yeah. But again, I don't know. I don't keep up with their stats. Maybe that's how they play. I don't know how they got.
I believe they won. They won. Didn't they win the Super Bowl like 2 years ago?
Did they? I don't know.
If I'm not mistaken, I thought they just won. The Eagles kind of recently just won. I'm just, you know what? And I was going to say this too, because I didn't know who was going to be on the panel tonight. But there was only one person that can get on this goddamn live and talk shit to me. Only one.
Oh yeah, I already know. Big Lee.
Yes, I thought Lee was going to be on here, and I was going to say, I know Lee was probably going to try to cut my ass. Man.
But I'm telling you, Lee, listen, he sleeps, wakes up, eats, and everything the Eagles. Everything the Eagos. I'm like, man, he is a diehard fan.
Yeah,
well, I can't hate him for it.
To him too, and when we were playing, and he was just like kind of like, yeah.
Yeah, you already know he on top of his high horse right now.
Yeah, I'm just mad. I'm actually really upset that they won. Like, I would have rather KC. I'm sick of the Eagles, but I guess they deserved it though.
Wait. When you say KC, are you talking about the guy that's his last name is Mahomes? Is that the same guy? What? Mahomes?
Kansas City Chiefs, KC.
Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm slow, y'all. I'm sorry. Anyways, okay, look, let's not forestall any further. So there's a few things that took place. Obviously, halftime show, Kendrick came out and said what he said. We'll talk about that. And then what was weird to me is they're starting to talk about there was some sort of symbolism that was being depicted throughout his halftime show.
Oh, go ahead. I'm coming.
Yeah, check her out. So I got a video for that, and keep in mind, y'all, I did not go into all this. I didn't go into it. I didn't even look at the video. This is a fresh first take. So y'all gonna be here to observe this and give your perspective, whatever sort of insight you may have on this as well. So I don't know anything about this symbolism, but that's what they're saying. They're saying Kendrick Lamar was throwing some subliminal messages throughout his halftime show. So we're gonna check that out and see if
Is
there's
it
any.
subliminal when he name dropped?
Well, I mean, there you go.
Subliminal at that point.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. Well, they're saying it was something alluding. It was more so alluding to like like a like a revolution, all that crazy, America's controlling you, crazy stuff that you believed as. Anyway,
Well,
we'll
they are
go into it. We'll
because
go
you see
into
what
it.
that cherry coke did to me.
We're gonna see that. We're gonna see the video. We're gonna find out if there's actually any validity behind it, which I don't think it is. But anyway, but first thing I want to talk about is this whole Taylor Swift and I don't give two shits about Taylor Swift, but I just think it's funny, and it was so satisfying to see her being booed by the entire stadium. Everybody booed her when they
I'm just trying to figure out what is this about? Her and the boy that played for them.
Yeah, well, so I don't know nothing about their relationship, but the controversy stems from Taylor Swift publicly endorsing Kamala Harris on I think she did it on Twitter or whatever. And so basically Trump responded back to her like, I hate, well, he didn't say nothing directly to her. He just made a post saying, I hate Taylor Swift. And the whole MAGA crew was like, yeah. And so both Taylor Swift and Trump showed up at the game last night. So they focused the camera on Taylor Swift and the whole stadium booed her. And when they focused it on Trump,
I think there's some other issues related to that as well, because there's a chick that I follow on I watch on YouTube, and she does like reaction videos, but she's heavily into like celebrities, politics, finances, things like that. But she was talking about her situation, and she was saying how Taylor Swift's team was pretty much trying to show face, I guess, or whatever, because she's trying to cover up something that she done did or something she done said.
Oh, but wait. Within the like, is this like pertaining to her relationship or something she said like politically?
Well, I don't, but that's what I'm saying. I don't know. Okay. I came in on her team is pretty much trying to make her look better than what she is, because she must have done something. But
that's probably what I'm talking about then. So here it is. Here's the post. This is the post Taylor Swift made. Damn, it's small. I can't even really see it, but let me see if I can read it. Let me see if I can zoom it in. Hold up, y'all. I'm sorry.
If not, I got my contacts. I can read it.
Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, then just start it from the top. This is the post that Taylor Swift made on X about when she publicly came out and endorsed Kamala Harris. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. Like many of you, I watched the debate tonight. If you haven't already, now is a great time to do your research on the issues at hand and the stances these candidates take on the topics that matter to you the most. As a voter, I make sure to watch and read everything I can about their proposed policies and plans for this country. Recently, I was made aware that AI, or is that, I want to say, or
it says, AI of me. So I guess some AI of her.
That AI of me falsely endorsing Donald Trump's presidential run was posted to his site. It really conjured up my fears around AI and the dangers of spreading misinformation. It brought me to the conclusion that I need to be very transparent about my actual plans for this election as a voter. The simplest way to combat misinformation is with the truth. I will be casting my vote for Kamala Harris and Tim Walz in the 2024 presidential election.
Of course.
I'm voting for Kamala Harris because she fights for the rights and causes I believe need a warrior to champion them. I think she is a steady-handed, gifted leader, and I believe we can accomplish so much more in this country if we are led by calm and not chaos.
Oh, really?
I was so heartened and impressed by her selection of running mates. Tim Waltz, who has been standing up for the LGBTQ plus rights,
Of course.
IVF, and a woman's right to her own body for decades.
Oh God.
I've done my research and I've made my choice. Your research is all yours to do, and the choice is yours to make. I also want to say, especially to the first time voters, remember that in order to vote, you have to be registered. I also find it so much easier to vote early. I'll link where to register and early voting dates and into my story. With love and hope. Taylor.
Mm. Okay, so I mean,
This
she
is so
didn't.
stupid. This is
It,
so
it, it
stupid.
was a bunch of babbling, but I don't know. I don't see. It wasn't like vitriolic. It wasn't like she was talking real trash about Trump, but I could see why, because I don't know. I mean, what is it about her appeal? Why does everyone love Taylor Swift so much? What is it? I mean, I don't get it. Do you know why?
I don't think that's what it is. I just think that she is what would be considered the standard, the highest quality. She's young, and Taylor Swift, just depending on how she looks that particular day, like bye Mr. So and so.
Your letters so.
She is one of those people to me that, like I said, everybody that she is what the world considers the standard. Some days she actually does look really, really pretty. Like she is a really pretty white girl some of the time. However, she's young, she's little, meaning weight size. She's a skinny chick. You know what I'm saying? Like she has a really nice body. She has a model body. She's in country. So many people are, funny enough, so many people are into country music. And the fact that
Is she like a pop star? She's like a pop rock star or something?
she's pop country, I guess more pop and country.
Okay.
But I think she should have stayed in the lane of country, because I don't really listen to any of her music, but more of her more country songs I'll listen to. Hi, JP.
So she represents the American standard. That's that. I mean,
Well, for
allegedly.
white people, I guess, but not for us.
Because I think last time I checked, she had like, I don't know, she's like 100 million followers or whatever.
Yeah, I just think that she is what would be considered the standard. I mean, it's a lot of women that could be that, but she just kind of has, I guess, what you would consider somewhat of a rare talent. She plays the guitar. Actually, she plays the guitar. I believe she plays the piano. She can sing. I mean, she's a lyricist.
Well, whatever she is, I was very, very elated when the entire stadium laughed at her and scoffed at her and booed her. I was I was just filled with joy. It just made me feel so happy. I'm rarely do I have those moments of pure bliss, but I couldn't help myself. So I want to show this video. Hey, JP, I don't know if you aware of it's like not really controversy, but Dez and I just read a post that Taylor Swift had made prior to the election, where she was publicly endorsing Kamala Harris, and she had like briefly talked about how AI is drudging up her fears, and she's scared because of possible misinformation because some AI came out and endorsed Donald Trump, and she's like, "That's not me. No, that's not me." And so then she said, "I have to publicly come out and let the American people know where I stand, and I stand for Tim Fruitcake Waltz and Kamala crazy ass Harris."
What is going on?
So we just read the post, so that's what we were doing, and now I'm about to play the video so we can see this satisfying video right here. Man, it just made me feel so happy.
JP, you okay?
Yeah.
JP ain't never okay.
You sure?
Guess you ain't noticed.
Why? What's up?
I can't tell right now.
Uh-oh. It's your JP, it's your energy, man. It's your energy.
It's Nay, can you let your dog out, please?
It's that energy. JP, like, damn, man, what can I do about this damn energy that I'm giving off?
I can't. I didn't mean to put you on blast like that.
All right,
You
let me
all,
go
this
ahead.
is our first time talking today.
Who?
But thank you.
All right, here we go.
It's been a little day.
Yo, can y'all hear that? Did y'all hear that?
No, it's not playing.
No, hold up. I'm about to play something. I'm about to play it. Let me know if y'all hear it. Oh, shit.
You're crazy. Yeah.
Y'all can hear that?
Yeah.
Is that
It's Ice
Ice
Spice?
Spice?
Yeah, with her bald-headed ass.
Oh Lord.
Yeah, she like a crackhead. Hold up. I don't know what happened to that girl. All right, here we go. Let me just pull this up.
Mr. So-and-so is nuts. He would say Taylor Swift is a white woman in desperate need of a douching.
Damn. No, he didn't say that.
Yes, he did.
Come on, Mr. So you know that's not even right.
He say she's in need of a douching.
You know
Oh
that's
my
not even
God.
right. We don't even
That
talk
is
like that,
weird.
Mr. So-and-so. It's not even right. All right, hold up. Here we go. All right, here's the video. So I think they're booing her. They're gonna boo her, and then they're gonna praise Trump. Oh snap! Here we go.
No.
What the heck, man? There you go. Short, sweet, and simple.
At the Super Bowl?
Yeah, that was Super Bowl. They both
That's
were in attendance.
That's terrible.
What's your take on the Super Bowl, JP? Did you watch it?
The first half.
The first half?
Yeah.
Who you going for?
Oh, I'm a Falcon fan, so I just tuned in to watch it, but that's the first half. I didn't even watch the Super Bowl. I didn't even watch the halftime show.
Damn, you ain't watch the halftime show. Okay, so that's great. That's great. Did you watch the halftime show, Des?
Sort of, not really. After I seen this fool come out with the middle school girl bell bottom pants on, I was like,
damn.
Like Kendrick Lamar came out there with them damn bell bottom pants on.
I was wondering what that was about.
I don't agree with rappers doing the Super Bowl halftime show. I think rappers should be only for the All-Star basketball game. I think that culture fits the All-Star basketball game. Football is the American sport to where that brings all races together. No matter how more athletic black players are than white players, football is the one sport that race does not divide you because it's the American.
It's not supposed to, but you know.
Yeah, so, I mean, I think the Super Bowl is the America's holiday. So when you do the halftime show, it has to be entertainment, which is singers, country singers, R&B, or pop. Well, not even R&B, but pop entertainers. Usher, Chris Brown, Prince.
They said that nobody could actually come back after Usher did that one halftime show. They said it hasn't been. Well, I think Rihanna could do it, but
see you later, Slashback.
Yeah.
You talking about Justin Timberlake, Janet Jackson.
I see what you're saying.
Those are that. Even Beyonce. I'm not a big.
So you saying that so rappers, they typically have almost a political connotation to their performance.
It's always gonna be a political divide because it's always supposed to. just like the Kendrick thing, I'm so disgusted because it was all about the message. I mean, I just just something about the word woke and people that's associated with it just chaps my butt cheeks. And
It's
you know,
narcissism. It's pure narcissism.
like
So that's all it is. But
it sucks. You know what I'm saying? And I just the Kendrick Lamar thing, we tend to forget for 9 years, like for literally 9 years, it was a J. Cole and Kendrick Lamar thing that they were the only two rappers. Well, J. Cole was one of the rappers that did not have a feature of anybody. For a stretch of time, they weren't acknowledged for being lyricists or anything. And just all of a sudden now, Kendrick Lamar, he's just getting this buzz, and the Not Like Us song is the number one. It's because now he had to have some type of divide. All this time when he was not making a divide, he wasn't hot, but now he's just such a lyricist to where it's unstoppable. I just think it was put there, and I don't like it. I just don't like it.
you think it's all manufactured, huh?
It is. It really is. And I don't like that for him, because all the grind that it because now even when they tried to manufacture something with J. Cole, he didn't want it. He immediately came and apologized. It wasn't an apology because he felt like he would lose. He apologized because he did not want the back and forth thing that Drake and they're allowing between Drake and Kendrick. That's not J. Cole. He does not want that type of attention. You can tell by the way he dressed, how modest he is. He just does not want that type of attention. So that's why he apologized. It wasn't that he was scared of losing the battle to Kendrick, because I mean, let's be real. J. Cole will run circles around Kendrick.
Can I say something?
Go ahead.
I just want to make it known. J. Cole is an Aquarius.
She's out of her mind.
I'm sorry.
Really does.
I just had to throw that out there.
Okay, so what is the significance of that? Why are you saying that? Why are you mentioning that?
I tell you, we try so hard to stay away from controversy. We just do. We are those types
of. They got to go there. They'll light the world on fire. If y'all have to go there, y'all will light the world on fire.
Yeah, like we stay out of the way. We mind our business. We don't bother people until people try to put us in the middle of stuff. And we're always in the middle of stuff because people are constantly trying to put us there. And like, what I do like a lot about J. Cole is that he is a true lyricist. Majority of his flows he writes himself. And
I've always admired J. Cole. I just wish he wasn't woke
out
though.
of the political arena. I mean,
I just wish he wasn't woke. He is sort of woke. So let's not cap with that. We already know he is. A lot of these rappers all have this subconscious.
But you know what? If he is, he stays out of the
right.
Because if you want to be honest, a lot of our family
appreciate that
on social media. They've all been woke. You know what I'm saying? They've all been woke. But because it wasn't social media, you only knew the woke ones because of the circles that you were a part of, right? But you don't know millions and millions of woke people at one time, bro. That's what's really killing us, that we know so many woke people that we'll never meet in public or face to face. We see them so much on social media. And whatever that his political aisle is, or what his ideology is, or what he believes in, I just respect that he keeps that to himself.
Yeah, I can appreciate that. I definitely can appreciate that. Shut up and dribble, just like what's the name said to LeBron. Just stay in your lane, and don't come off. Don't go wandering into the wrong neighborhoods, because you might get hurt. Anyways, Dez, I need you to do me a favor, Miss Lady. I don't know what happened. I thought I sent this video to myself, but apparently I didn't. So I need you to go onto YouTube real quick and share your screen. Do it like I did.
I gotta do this again, Neil.
You stop with all this whining and just do it.
If you want to be honest, the most woke people are.
Hold up, real quick, JP. There's just find like the short clip of Kendrick Lamar's video throwing shots at Drake real quick. Let me know when you got it. Put it in and just hit the present, and then I'll pull it up. Go ahead, JP. I'm sorry.
The people who are the most woke are they're either biracial, they have a white mama or a black daddy, or a white daddy, black mama. So they're in between of trying to find their racial lane of who they're accepted because they're too white. They're too white to be in the black community, but then they're not black enough. You know what I'm saying? Or they're too black because they want to be labeled as black, and then the white community don't want them. Or just like Serena Williams, most of the black women or black men that's married to white women or white men that are woke. You know what I'm saying? It's always one that has that you're dipping in. The reason why you want to be pro-black, and that's what the issue is too. Yeah. The ones that's very loud social media, why socially,
so they overcompensating.
Ones that's dipping in the pool with the white folks. So you know what I'm saying? And it's hard, and that's just so hard. It's hard for you to believe their stance or what they believe in when you see them go sleep with another race. How can you tell? How can Don Lemon say how bad the white man is and how mean he is, or how
he getting his spine cracked by a white man?
I mean, and you getting the Duke shooter just popped out.
Whoa, wait a second, man.
Hold up. Wait, where y'all at?
Whoa. What type of description was that? Bastard. Damn, JP, chill out, man. That was graphic.
Stop it. JP is having a day. Let him live.
No, man.
Well, I'm trying to figure out how and what am I looking for?
Just type in, go to YouTube, type in halftime Super Bowl halftime show, Kendrick disses Drake, something like that on YouTube. It'll show you like a little 1-minute clip, and then when you find it, hit the present button in StreamYards, and I'm gonna pull it up. But honestly, I haven't even been. I mean, okay, so granted, I've heard the song "They Not Like Us." I know that there's some contention between Kendrick Lamar and Drake. I mean, who doesn't? It's practically in all of our faces. You know what I'm saying? So you're gonna if you don't know about it, you have some idea about it. So, but I didn't even know that. I mean, so apparently Drake is suing Kendrick Lamar now, something like that. For defamation of character or something. Did you find it?
I don't know, but what am I supposed to do now?
All right, now go on to StreamYard. Are you on StreamYard? Go to the bottom where it says present. See where it says present at? Hit that button right there. And then, share. You did this like 4 times now. Can't teach black folks nothing.
Hold on, because
right.
Wait.
I mean, I don't. I've heard. I just don't follow it. I just don't follow it.
All right, she got it.
The 37-year-old rapper performed a medley of hits and took a jab at rival Drake with his diss track "Not Like Us."
I don't even like you.
The track labels Drake a certified pedophile, and despite Drake suing their label over its controversial lyrics, Kendrick performed it, but omitted the most offensive word. At one point during the charged performance, a man with a Palestinian flag tried to storm the halftime show, but was intercepted by security. The rapper was joined on stage by SZA, and tennis champion Serena Williams, who was once linked to Drake, was pictured dancing during Kendrick's diss track. Fans blasted the show on social media, with one writing, "Worst halftime show ever, not a fan." Kendrick Lamar's Super Bowl 2025 performance has been slammed.
Press pause. Okay. I guess that's kind of like the gist of it, really. He took a little shot at Drake. People said that was bold. Oh, yeah, I can't believe he said that. Oh, that was brazen or whatnot. But I didn't. What the heck was why was Serena Williams? Why was she relevant? What was her point of being in the show? What was that point? What was that all about?
From what I heard, she got up on the stage and was crip walking, some shit like that.
I saw that. But wait a second.
But I mean, again, I really don't understand. Like, Even the dude that they said ran on stage with the Palestinian flag. Like, why? When are we just gonna just be honest? All this shit is staged. Like, who runs out in New Orleans with a Palestinian flag? Like, who?
People,
Why?
I swear, I just think that people at this point is doing whatever for attention because this is some of the craziest shit.
Don't
I
even feel
think
real.
and it don't. It's just like a big ass game. Like this shit is a fucking joke.
It's a circus. It's a circus.
And I'm just thinking, what are people?
But wait a second. So Serena Williams, she dated Drake, right?
Yeah.
Didn't she dated Drake?
Yeah.
Is that okay? So
this is around the first.
Okay.
This is around the first. This was around Trump first.
Yeah, that's right. She did date him.
2015. Like,
I don't even think I just don't even see that to be real. I don't see that nothing but a PR.
Oh, well, you already know he was just smashing the cakes. But I'm trying to figure out what was she there for? Was she there to kind of like boast her and say like, yeah, Drake, yeah, look at me. I mean, or was she just there because
I think they both
it's the Super Bowl. You bound to see anybody.
I think
okay, I get you.
I think Kendrick
maybe
is
you're right.
Compton, and she's from Compton too.
Oh,
that could be it.
Okay,
that could be it.
Okay.
And then I just think too, like the controversy surrounding the fact that it was in New Orleans, which kind of goes into why I'm kind of really upset about this because, you know, our quarterback went to LSU, and as a rookie, mind you, he also his name Jalen Daniels. He also won the Heisman Trophy. Like to carry a team like that from that one shit all the way to a game before the Super Bowl, then mind you, you went to LSU, y'all playing in New Orleans, and then you lose the game before the Super Bowl. Like that shit to me is what pissed me off more than anything, especially this goddamn halftime show. But to be, and Neil, maybe you'll be happy to know that Jalen Daniels, our quarterback, is a Sagittarius, so you know where he gets a lot of.
Oh my gosh, really?
Yes.
I am like, what? That is so crazy.
He is a Sagittarius, so you know where he get the energy from.
I can't even pretend to give a shit.
Like, but still, you should know that Jay and it just goes to show why Sages are usually really good at the stuff that they do. But we're not gonna.
You got a point there. I mean, maybe it might be some truth.
You're not good at what you do. You are not Jalen Daniels.
Well, damn. Hold on, where my facts at? Because she needed. Let me get her right.
I have no idea where the fuck that was going at, but
Hold up.
But yeah.
Yeah, she lucky for
trying
that.
to show him how even his son can be great at stuff, but of course.
I mean, I just know that everything is just manufactured, and I'm not into it.
Do you think the game, the
well, I just think if we're gonna use this whole narrative that everything's manufactured, of course that's going to be, you know, that's going to be the case at the Super Bowl. I mean, if any place. Like if any time and place to manufacture something, why wouldn't they do it at the Super Bowl? I mean, that's.
But how could they manufacture that game? The Eagles are actually really good. So,
well, not the game in itself, but all the theatrics, all the all the antics and everything. Yeah.
But do you all think that has a bearing on the actual game itself?
The game sucked. The game was just a drag. I was not interested in watching the game like after the second. Well, I mean, I was already at my cousin's house. I was like, forget it. I'll just watch the whole thing. But I was seriously about to walk out after the second half, after the first half, excuse me. Yeah, I didn't find it entertaining. They was getting blown out.
Not even gonna lie, man. Like the Super Bowl Sunday was not, man. Like I didn't enjoy any part of it. The festivities, I didn't enjoy anything. I was just I think things now are it's just a blah, bro. And I that first half was just terrible.
Yeah, that was bad.
You know what? Yeah, it's over with. Yeah, let's call it a night.
Yeah.
Call
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was and I y'all know I don't really give a damn about all this celebrity crap. I just do it really more so for the fanfare, but um it's just absolutely retarded that that you actually have large swaths of people who follow on this. Like, if I was sitting next to my cousin, he's like, "Oh my god, he really said that." He really said that about Drake at the show. Like, I'm looking at my cousin like it's not that serious.
I
Like,
mean, he said it on
are
the
you really
radio.
amped up because of this?
He said it on podcasts. Like, he's been saying this. This isn't anything new.
Right. So it wasn't even nothing
Said it in a
sensational about
song.
it. It was
I don't know.
all
I just think
yeah.
people just, they're not, I just feel like people are bored. And
Yeah.
I just think that people don't have,
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah, it makes sense.
anything to do other
Yeah.
than like,
Yeah.
and I was talking to my best friend the other day, and when I think about it, I have, because I just turned 34, I just feel like the way I am now and how I literally was last year, like this year, I'm literally not in a mood to be around anybody. Like I was invited to a birthday party and I said I was going to go. And then just the thought of being around people, it irritated me so bad. And I'm just like, I've just not been in the energy. Like, I just feel like people are just different than what I'm used to, or they're just different now.
Well, so that's what I'm saying, and I'm sure JP, you agree with that sentiment, but I don't know. I kind of push back on that because I think it's about the type of people you surround yourself with. That
That's
matters.
true too, but
That
I'm
really
just
matters. Like, I enjoy
yeah,
being around. I enjoy being around mental stimulation. You know what I'm saying? I enjoy, having, even if we didn't got to go into politics and things like that, but I love learning. You know what I'm saying? So as long as there's a fruitful exchange, a reciprocal exchange of something new, you know, I don't know, anything that I find appealing. You know what I'm saying? I love being in that type of circle. But I can't be I can't be in a vicinity of like blood sucking, mind numbing, draining
I don't know. It's just
people.
one of those things where, like, literally throughout the day, if you sit and you think about all of the shit that you have to get done in a day, not just that day, but all of the stuff that you got to get done in a week. Let's say a week's worth of time. Some shit is about to come up in a week or maybe a month. Literally every single day, I'm thinking about shit. I got those two bills I got to pay on this day and this day. I got to travel out here on this day. I got to I got to go and get my oil changed this day. When I go to work, I know I got all of this shit. Like, throughout the day, I have so much shit that I have to do. I literally cannot focus on other people and their shit. And I don't, for the life of me, understand how people literally have time to be so involved
Yeah.
and shit like that. Like, throughout the whole day, my
Yeah.
mind was spent on shit that I literally have to get done.
Well, and
I think,
Why
like
do
you
people
said, because
not
they're
have
bored.
things to do?
People are bored. They're bored.
my
Yeah.
case, in my case, I do have a lot of time that I just put aside for, I schedule wise of work. I kind of really maneuver how I want. But what I can say is I pick and choose of the people that I do invest my time. You know what I'm saying? And I split up the time like that. But outside people, yes, it definitely, I gotta get a healthy dose of, outside people. If they're not, me and Neil go back and forth with that too. And I think we kind of miss each other on the reasoning or what he comprehend when I say of I just can't deal with people outside. It's just like, it's just so much that we get of people now with social media. Every social media app, we get a dose of people we don't know, millions and millions of people. Just reading it drains your energy. Just listening to the reels over and over and over and over just drains your energy. So even if I'm not outside, when you strolling on your phone all day long, it's like you're coming in contact with people all day long.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You got to change your habits. I mean, that the whole social media, all it does is just a dopamine hit. So every time the more often you're on social media, it desensitizes you, and ultimately it's going to burn you out from actually desiring to have genuine, authentic interaction with people because you like, man, it ain't no different than what I see when I'm scrolling on my phone. I mean, like I said, people are getting on there to get their daily They want to see what's going on in the world, what people talking about, blah blah blah. Even if it's not even something that they necessarily want to zero in on or focus on, it's still there, like tangentially, like indirectly. You know what's happening because of social media.
Other than
So
sports, bro, like you get a healthy dose of different races. You can get the white people within the comments and the engagement, we talking. But bro, when you really look at social media, it's built on triggering the black culture. Like, and we argue all day. And it's just like every black person got a comment to be the smartest in the room, to make the most sense, to be the most vocus. And it is mentally draining. Black culture is so mentally draining to the point where it's disgusting. It is.
right.
I mean, fuck.
All right. Well, damn. I mean, I think we both agree with that. So look, we're gonna play this last video real quick. This is what I was talking about earlier. About this so-called symbolism. They said Drake was exhibiting it during his not Drake, but Kendrick was displaying during his performance. So y'all check it out. Let me know what y'all think. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't seen it, so I'm curious to know what this is all about real quick. All right, here we go. Do. Let me know if y'all can hear it. It's gonna pop right up. Come on, baby. There you go.
It seems like a lot of people are missing
Y'all hear it?
exactly what Kendrick Lamar was talking about.
The first shot is basically the stage where it has a triangle, a circle, X, and square, which are video controller symbols. This is showing how America is basically controlling us. In the lights in the crowd, you can see the counting going up to 100. And underneath, there's a loading bar, which is basically symbolizing how this whole performance is signifying a video game and how we're all being played. It then pans to Uncle Sam, aka Samuel L. Jackson, who's the moderator of the whole show. And he basically says, we're introducing the Great American Game, further elaborating on how the government is basically controlling us and playing us. The last part of the introduction shows the lights in the crowd that say start here. And then it points on to where Kendrick starts his performance. This show is basically telling us and explaining the game that is called America. Like for part 2.
Oh my God. All right, Des, what's your thoughts on that?
I didn't know they had Samuel L. Jackson there.
Yeah, he was up in there.
I didn't see that part. You know what? I think there's truth to what she's saying. I just don't think it's dramatized the way we think it is what I'm saying. Like, I do believe that, and they are controlling us. I mean, look at the food. Look at the food, for example. Look at the shit that they put all over social media. Look at what they put on the radio. Look at all of these things that people are into. Look at these crazy ass movies that they're putting out. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of shit going on. This mess right here, we had 3 goddamn planes that fell out the motherfucking sky in less than a goddamn month. Like, what, you know what I'm saying? And these are, and this shit is weird because what's that movie? What's that movie where it is a game, but you die in the game?
Oh, what?
What you? It was
like, oh, you talking about Black Mirror or something? The show?
No. What was the movie with the girl and she got the
Hunger Games?
Hunger Games. Like, you saw if you ever watched the movie The Hunger Games, it was real. Like, the shit looked like a game to everybody else. They're watching it on a big screen. They're having their little family parties. They get togethers and all of this other shit. But people are literally dying. People are literally getting hurt. People are literally going through shit. And it's like, it's a game, but it's not really a game. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is wild. The stuff that's happening is really fucking happening. So I think there is truth to it. However, I just think they over dramatize it so that it's not easily distinguishable is how I feel about it.
Okay. What about you, JP? What's your initial thoughts about that?
I don't know who. I mean, I guess you're correct about their controlling people, but I don't. When people say that, I can't relate, because I don't pay attention to it. I mean, I don't hear anything until like, Neil may tell me. I see little headlines on social media, but headlines are so deceiving. I really don't want to read the article, so I don't even believe what they post. So I don't think, but what you're saying is correct, Des, because what's going on is they have to put it in our face for us to see it, but people are so stuck with being entertained and just watching the movies, they don't feel a message. But with all this automation coming up, people don't realize that we're slowly about to walk into the purge. What is about to happen is, see, people don't want to believe the purge is real because the movie made it seem like people are going to have 24 hours to kill people. I mean, let's be real. Are they going to ever have a war that bad to in this world to where they allow us to kill each other for 24 hours? No. But what's going to happen is the purge is real because the government is going to, instead of saying that you can kill people, they are now legally being able to exile humans. The people that they're exiling, if you pay attention to it, the ones that were not safe, it was always not a racist thing or who you really hated. It was between the haves and the have-nots. The have-nots were not able to protect themselves and border up their houses. The haves were the ones that were going out and being cool with killing. But the real haves, which was political pundits and stuff like that, they were the ones that were staying in the house because they felt like angry people, the haves that were able to, willing to kill, would come and kill them. But that is what's going on right now. The haves are being able to step on the have-nots, and the have-nots can't protect themselves because what's happening is they feel like everybody has their own 24 hours. Why are you not as successful as I am when you have the same 24 hours that I have? If you're not going to do the same thing that I'm doing and make right with the world or make something productive of yourself, you need to die. You need to, because we're wasting tax dollars on you. The homeless, the people that just don't have, that's what's happening. And it's slowly happening before our eyes. So you're right about the movie that you're talking about, but it's so many different movies, Independence Day, just stuff like that. If you really watch conspiracy movies, people don't realize that that is the shit that's really happening under our nose, but people just want to be entertained.
My thoughts, I think it's all a load of bullshit, to be quite honest. Um, as soon as I heard about, I mean, when I heard some indication that there's some whatever, some subliminal message that he was trying to portray, whatever, I'm thinking like, okay, how about I just grant it? What if that is what the case is? What's next? Because we've been doing this shit forever. Fear mongering bullshit. What is next? What is the next? most people weren't paying attention to it. It wasn't even anything that, if that is a conspiracy theory, if he was actually trying to give a message of some, if he was trying to spell out to American people that we're being controlled or whatnot, my thing, why didn't they make it more explicit? If he, like, why does it always have to be this secrecy to it? Like, what is, like, what do we? It just doesn't seem. It doesn't even seem like it has an end goal to it. It seems like it's sensationalism. That's all it is to me. I'm like, what is this going to do? Like, what is this proving for us to just continuously, perpetually, fall for these BS conspiracy theories about this, about that? What is that? How does that benefit? Please help me. I'm genuinely asking.
Well, this is the thing, right? If anybody else, if this was 20 years ago, right, that would be looked at as this person with a tinfoil hat on, and you would be looked at as strange. You would be looked at as, oh, that's a conspiracy theorist, da, da, da. But now in 2025, probably ever since maybe 2018, especially through COVID till now, with social media, the news spread so fast. and with being allowed to spread false information so quickly, and people are so believing lies, they've been able to sprinkle so many lies now. So when there is some truth out here, you don't know what to believe now. So
no, I know. No. Hell no. I'm not saying that I'm like lost in the sauce. Like I'm not able to infer what the message is. I can listen. I get that what it is. They're trying to signal. I get it. I'm not like in the law in the obscure realm when it comes to this shit. But my question is, what is it profit? What is it benefit?
Because
what if I know? What if we all know? So what's next after that?
Because we were so conditioned to think that everything has to be spoken in code. So everything now that everybody thinks so deeply into stuff, oh man, did you hear that? Oh, that went straight over your head. Everything doesn't need to be overanalyzed anymore. I mean, like that. Like everything doesn't need to be overanalyzed, right? We're now making things so complicated when it can be so complex and right in your face. People are now taking so many routes around things to where you can go straight there. And that's the issue. What you're saying that what is the end goal? It's not, because again, they're making people go through a scavenger hunt or riddle me this when we don't have to do that. So now the new generation now thinking everything has to be overthought. So the right answer, you can get the answer right then and there, but the society now is being raised and programmed to question itself, to question their intuition, their first mind, to think, oh, that was just too easy. That it can't be that, because no, it's right there in my face. That can't be that. It got to be something else, because you got to be tricking me. So when they do stuff like that, what you're saying is it's trying to make you think of something that it's really not. The shit that he did is really not nothing that you had to crack the code to. We know Hollywood is full of pedophiles, sexual demons. That's not a secret. You're a part of that. What makes you so exempt that you can expose that when you're a part of that and they don't deal with you? What makes you so different? When you're a part,
good point.
You're a part of the club.
So I don't really think the objective is to, so like for a while I thought the objective was for these, what they would consider people higher up, the people with money, these politicians and shit like that. I personally thought the objective was to take out as many people, exile, kill, like, expire as many people as they possibly can. However, I don't think that's what it is. I think the end result is to make America sick to the point where we can't stand on. So we won't have anything to stand on, because
mentally sick and mentally weak, right? That's
mentally sick, mentally weak, yes. And put us in, like, for instance, one of my patients was telling me how over in the other country, and I think I told you this on the last live, how over there all of the food and stuff is what you would consider high quality food. So when you look at, you go to places like your grocery store or whatever, and you buy groceries, the ingredients and all those preservatives and sedatives and all of that mess that they put in our food, they don't put in their food over there, because over there they don't have a certain amount of wealth and they don't have a certain amount of money or finance to put behind their healthcare system. So they can't just sit and have all of these sick people over there, because they don't have the necessary finances, they don't have the resources to keep people sick. So the best thing they can do for their country is to keep people healthy. Whereas over here in the United States, that's what they're trying to do. They're not trying to keep people healthy. They're trying to keep people sick, because healthcare is one of the biggest industries, and it's involved in everything. Technology, it doesn't matter what area of life you go into, you're always going to be in the area, you're always going to have healthcare. Always. You got people that want to go to the moon. They got to get checked by doctors. They got to do all of this shit in order to have anything. 9 times out of 10, you probably have to go to the doctor for, or it could cause you to go to the doctor. Everything is surrounding healthcare. And again, when you're a country that you can afford to have people sick, that's what the end goal is, keeping people sick, especially when you look at other countries, they cannot afford to keep people sick. So the one place that can afford to keep people sick, that's what they're doing, because they know that there is a greater financial benefit to that. And the more weak people get, no, let's not kill them, because if we kill them, we would still have to. That's why there's that controversy, or that contradictory rather, to making this thing about abortion. Y'all trying to take lives. So if the objective is to take lives, how are you all going to sit here and tell women that they can't get abortions? That's only going to produce and double the amount of lives. So there's a huge contradiction here, but it ultimately benefits those haves, not the have-nots.
Well, all of those are separate entities, though. That's why killing them, it goes back to what I just said, the purge, right? They are killing them, right? It is the objective is to die, right? Because that's what COVID was.
Well, right? What I mean is the objective is to kill, but kill slow. It's better to kill slow than to just take it.
But even okay, let's stay there then. All right, let's stay there. Kill slow. However, if you do it like that, a slow death, not many have the money to keep up the care that they would have, the big pharma, right? So even with the rich folks, but with the what his name is, the Rockefeller or the Rockefellers, right? He wanted to cheat death so bad that his money kept him alive, getting so many hearts. It's no reason why an old guy should have been able to go under that knife that many times and not die, because as you get older, your body cannot take the anesthesia or anything like that, because your body becomes weaker. There's no way he should have been able to do it. But resources and money is the thing. Magic Johnson, right? I don't never believe Magic had HIV. However, I think the HIV thing was a ploy in the 90s to be able to push a certain narrative, but also if he did have it, let's just play and say he did have it, the amount of money that how he became a billionaire now, a billionaire has the resources to I don't believe there's no disease that with the right amount of money, the right amount of resources that you can't get rid of. I don't believe science is made that way. I don't believe that, right? But also the mind thing that you're saying to kill mentally, most things that no matter what disease you have, HIV, cancer, or anything like that, the disease doesn't really kill you. It's the stress behind it. The stress kills you faster. The stress of thinking about is today the day to die. The other things right now, the world is so overly stressed and mentally weak. We don't have, I remember when I was in school, we had things like brain teasers and critical thinking, things that would riddle this, crossword puzzles, or filling the block puzzles to where you kept your mind going every single day. You had it churning every day. These kids don't have that. It's putty because all they sit in front of is a computer or a tablet or YouTube. So the mental is so weak now. That's what's killing them. They're overly stressing. It's not even the food anymore. People hate themselves. They look in the mirror and hate themselves. They look at other people that what they have more money, more resources. They have a car. They have a good job. Moment they can buy designer. You look at that and then look at yourself and say, well, why did that person got that? And they hate themselves. They want to commit suicide. They just sit there every day just walking in sadness. That's what's happening. It's the mental that is fucking weak.
Yeah, well, you know what? Yeah, all that may have truth and everything, but remember, everybody have free agency. So You choose to buy into this bullshit. You in part to blame. So, you know, you you've got to be the captain of your own ship. So, whatever you choose
But
to
we can't
absorb.
just, but we can't just act like what's happening isn't happening.
I'm
Whether
not
this
saying
person
okay,
or not.
but what are we saying that's actually happening? What is this
Yeah,
impending
I
doom?
feel the same. I feel the same way like Neil. I feel the same way, Neil. Like it's not about not believe. It's not that pretending like it's not happening. It's just I have a hard time with empathizing with people, the whole bunch of people I don't know. That's
Right.
too much energy. That's entirely too much energy that I can that I'm exerting in life. I don't care. If you're not in my life that I have under my covering, it's too much. It's too much I see on a daily basis. I believe everybody has free agency. I believe everybody has a choice. I made a conscious decision to not watch after the first half, to not even put myself through watching the halftime show, not even put myself through to watch the second half of the game. Like everybody's talking about it. Like I made a conscious decision. Like it wasn't nothing that I didn't feel like, oh, I'm gonna miss out on something. Oh, let me watch it. Oh, everybody else watching, let me watch it. I just don't feel that everybody else just be feeling the need to follow suit because everybody doing it. Everybody feels the need to speak on. I look at Facebook a couple times. People, they first sentence is, I wasn't gonna speak on it, but let me put my 2 cents. If you what you wasn't gonna speak on it.
I be seeing them too.
I was gonna keep my little 2 cents to myself. Well, why didn't you?
Everyone has been.
I wasn't gonna speak on this.
Everyone has been told that their opinion is special. It is
But that's the
important.
thing.
They all have something to say worth listening to.
Well, I guess that's the pro and con to free speech and to having rights because I believe certain things should be censored. I do believe that people have the right to speak. I do also believe that certain things should be censored. Time and
Oh, so you're not a true free speech advocate, huh?
No, I feel in free speech, but I feel like certain things should be censored as well. Like certain things,
No, I
like
agree with you. I agree. I'm just
that's all
Des,
I'm
you can't
saying.
have it both ways. You are the
No, it's not about having it
pro
both.
free speech or
We
like
know kids. I don't think, for example, I don't think that people should chastise kids simply because they kids. I feel like if a kid, like how back in the day parents used to say, "Oh, a kid needs to stay in a child's place," and they don't give children the right to express themselves. More or less is a better way of saying it. I think that
that's the
children,
problem. That is the
no,
goddamn problem. They've been expressing themselves way too much.
well,
And
it's
they need
not
to
even
sit their
about.
dumbasses down and learn
Hold
something for
on,
once.
hold on,
They need
hold
to
on.
sit
First of
down
all,
on the bench,
again, y'all keep
shut their
expecting
mouths and
children.
learn.
Y'all keep expecting
No, that's the
children.
problem. We have completely given
Y'all
these
keep
children.
expecting children to come out of the
All
womb
right.
30 and educated.
And
If
these
you
same
are
people
not
we talking about that don't need to be having no damn microphone are these
okay,
children that you
so
talking
we'll
about.
leave the children out of it because it's not
And
the
they
child's
all been
fault.
raised up to believe that they all got something important to say because they must quote unquote express themselves.
You got
And
the
they
right
ain't
to
saying
speak.
a
I'm sure
damn
it's a bunch
thing.
of people that don't feel like you have the right to speak. But
And
who
you
the
know
fuck
what? My
you
thing is that may be true, but please challenge what I say and substantiate your point if that is the
But
case.
what I'm saying is, when it comes to children, for example, children do not have the right to positively speak what they feel, express themselves. Why? Because
In
they're
what
constantly.
capacity, Des? Tell me
What do you mean?
where in this social media, literally kids can get online right now on Instagram, TikTok, and make millions saying the most dumbest shit.
Adults can too. So what is your
Okay, but
point?
we talking about children and
What
how they
I'm
don't
saying
have
is,
this
where do
right
you
to
think
speak.
before a child becomes an adult, they're a child first? Children don't come out of the womb 30 and educated. So
That's why
whoever
they need
it
to shut their mouths.
is that's teaching them is the problem. It's not the child. The child is only taking in.
No, it's these children usurping the power and the authority because they believe their right to speak is so goddamn precious.
Which is the adult?
Huh?
The child is smarter than what they're working with.
No, I said the children are usurping. They're trying to override the authority.
I don't know.
They're attempting to override those who actually have substantive opinions about shit.
Or they're doing.
They're doing. I'll just say that they're doing that because children absolutely got a right.
So whose fault is that?
Huh?
Is it the child? Whose fault is that?
It's the school of thought that you are doing right now, advocating for that children need to have this free expression bullshit. No, they need to sit their dumb asses down and shut up.
You know why? You know why? People generally do things that work for them. That's just natural. I always recommend free speech. I teach my daughter free speech. I teach my daughter self-expression. My daughter don't go outside cursing, being racist, being nasty, being trite. Is a way to do it. And see, the problem is a lot of y'all that's parents don't know how to be parents. Not only do y'all not know how to be parents, y'all don't try to learn how to be parents. I had my daughter at 19 years old. My daughter does very well for herself. She's artistic. She gets good grades, and she's at the top of her goddamn class. And y'all see how expressive I am on a daily basis. It's how you teach your child. Y'all sit here and want to.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you're going to teach your child not to have, if you're not.
Put these little boys in the chest to get them to learn something.
Children need structure.
No,
and they need
you
to be in
all
their
just
place.
as parents don't have patience. That's the problem.
Here you go.
Y'all don't have no fucking patience. Y'all be so stressed out about your own situation that y'all can't figure out how to deal with these kids. You know why I don't really have them problems with my child? Because I know how to talk to my child. I know how to give her a sense of expression. But again, it's how you do it. Y'all doing this shit wrong. That's why y'all kids.
How should they do it, Des? How should they do it?
Do it the way I'm doing it. And maybe
what's
do it
that?
the way I'm doing it. You know why I can say that? Because my child is actually doing it. So I can speak
do it
on
the way
it.
I'm doing it.
Bruh, yes.
That methodology may be working for your situation.
Well,
I'm telling
y'all
you right now.
ain't trying
I'm telling you right now.
Kids is all over the place, Neil. Do what works.
Hold up.
At least.
Hold up. When I'm trying to tell you what works is keeping a child in a child's place. That's what works.
You can keep a child in a child's
worked
place.
historically.
You still have to allow that
effectively,
child a sense of being able to express themselves.
That's fine. That's fine. Just make sure whatever come out your damn mouth, it better make sense. Because if you say some dumb, hold up, no, hold up. What she say? She didn't say anything that contradict what I said.
Being taught. School can only do so much.
It's not a school's responsibility. The school is there to teach you math, science, arithmetic. It ain't a school's responsibility to inculcate values and principles and morals in your child.
And it goes back to what? The parents. The kids are not learning.
I know we both agree with that. We both agree that it starts at home. But what we disagree with is that this whole notion that children should have this free reign to say and express themselves to whatever end. And that's such a subjective standard where kids need to be in their goddamn. They need to be in their own lane. And honestly, that is probably the most best form of protection for a child is to keep them in their.
Have the right to express themselves, Neil.
I'm not saying they don't need to have the right to express themselves, but what I'm saying is they don't need this whole cloth. I need to express myself because I feel some type of way. No. First of all, you're gonna channel that, and you're gonna articulate yourself, and you're gonna make a point. Because you ain't about to just say anything because you feel some type of way. What you saying has to be rooted in reality, and it better make sense.
But the thing is,
and that's what the parent is there for.
The time to listen to the kids. So why do you think they're doing what they're doing, bro? Why do you think they're doing what they're? Because they don't feel like they're being heard.
Oh my goodness.
That's why they don't feel like they're being heard. These kids are going through it. These kids are stressed the fuck out. These kids are going through shit. These kids are out here raising their motherfucking parents.
These kids out here raising hell.
No, well, then talk to the goddamn parents. Stop blaming the children. My daughter gets me up in the goddamn morning.
What you mean? I guarantee you, in every one of those situations, where these children are being hellions, every one of these situations where the children are being hellions, you go back to you trace it back to the parents, you'll find out that the parent has no standards, no restrictions, no boundaries. They just free to do whatever the hell they want.
My daughter get her own self up in the morning. Every morning, my daughter get herself up. I hear her brush her teeth. She get her clothes out the night before. Okay. She grabs her keys and she is out the door some days before I get out the bed. I don't gotta do a goddamn thing. You know why?
How old is she?
Because I have instilled
How old is she?
I continue. She's 14.
She's supposed to be doing that.
She at 14, but you tell me, but you tell me.
Supposed to be doing that at like 10.
She's supposed to, but I guarantee you the average child is not. The average child is not getting up every day by themselves.
You moving the goalposts. I never said that a child is not supposed to learn how to conduct themselves, get themselves dressed, present themselves appropriately. We're not talking about that. The issue that you and I have contention with is this free expression notion.
You
That's
know
what we're
why
talking
kids
about.
are acting up because of people like you. That's why our kids are acting up.
Oh, it's my fault.
It is your fault.
Right.
Because you know what, Neil? One thing I don't like about you is that you have a hard time learning from others. One of the problems that I noticed that you have, you might listen to somebody's idea, but you don't listen to consider you're just listening because they say. At the end of the day, you are the type of person that will ask somebody for their advice. That's not true. For their advice just to turn around and do what you was going to do.
That's not true. That's not true.
That is very true.
I just don't listen to bullshit. You know that's not true.
That is true, Neil. You don't.
The problem is
anything other than nobody else because you believe that your ideas are all that is. But let me tell you again, just like y'all had that conversation about run from your problems, Neil, like you always do. See, I know the truth is uncomfortable for you. I know it is.
Okay, what do you mean? How is it uncomfortable? You got the floor.
The truth is uncomfortable because, again, you're not doing what I'm doing when it comes to parenting. We're not.
Why the hell would I parent like a woman? First and foremost, let's start there. Why would I do that?
Neil, I discipline my child. Is that just a woman's job?
I
talk to my child. I raise my child. That's not just a woman's job.
If you think that the only distinction between a man and a woman is the way you discipline, you are sadly mistaken.
Neil, again,
it's a whole different universe when it comes to a father
to be a parent
and a mother.
The right way, or you're going to be a parent the wrong way.
Hold on, let me hear this. In order for a child to be able to express themselves, they first need to learn how to express themselves. That's where I can agree with. You ain't just gonna be talking some nonsensical bullshit to me. Themselves in the correct manner. These children these days are not being taught that, ma'am. Yeah, thank you, Des. Des is like, she's like, well, they still need to be able to express themselves, talking a bunch of incoherent bullshit. So they're just supposed to say whatever they want.
And I don't know who the young lady is. Thanks for your commentary. But my thing is, this is my thing. Again, the children learn from the parent. The children learn from the parent. The children also learn from people outside the parent, but the child learns primarily from what they are around. So at the end of the day, again, I can speak on it because I actually have a daughter who is very successful at the age of 14. My daughter is not a lunatic.
Exceptions don't make the rule, Des.
I am in a a position to talk about it, especially being a young mother my damn self. Again, a lot of y'all are so wrapped up in y'all's own lives.
Hey,
that
Des,
y'all
let me
don't
ask you this:
care-
Do you
y'all
do
don't
you
care
do you
about
try
the
to
expression of their
foster
child.
do you try to foster a friendship between you and your daughter?
Me and my daughter have a friendship, but we also have a mother to parent relationship. See,
Right.
you don't know. Most people don't
I
know how to cut
asked.
it off and on.
Hold up. Wait a second. That's why I was asking. I didn't want to make any assumptions. That's why
Yes,
I asked.
we have both. We
Okay.
have both.
Now the friendship. What does that consist of?
The friendship is when she's in a position of wanting to just talk. She wants to just express how her day went at school.
And how would you respond to her as a friend?
I'd laugh at her jokes. I'd hop in a TikTok and do a TikTok dance with her if she want to do a TikTok dance with her. We might just have small talk. Oh, let's go out and get
You
a
think
drink.
a drink?
A drink as in I'll get the margarita
I know. I'm
and
just
she'll
playing.
get
I'm
the
just playing.
raspberry
I'm
lemonade.
just playing. Okay, I know what you mean. I know.
Not always being a disciplinarian to her.
All right, hold up. JP sitting over here guilty, man. What's up, man? What you got to say? You sitting over there making all them goddamn faces.
No, I'm just listening to y'all.
Who you agree with? You agree with me or you agree with
He
her?
don't have to agree or disagree.
No. He gonna pick a side.
No, he don't gotta pick no fucking side.
She don't like that.
Well, I understand what Des is saying. I agree with you, Neil, but I do agree
Right.
with I understand where Des is coming from, but the way that it should be expressed is if you want to say that kids should have the right to express themselves and it's based on the parent, I just feel like if that's how you want to parent, then that's fine. But I don't think that should be spoken as a worldly thing. If that's just how you're parent that way.
Shouldn't be a prescription.
I don't think we should be spewing that. You know what I'm saying? I don't think that should be shouted at the mountaintops that is a belief
and promoted.
Because what happens is when you promote it that way and you speak that way, that's the reason why we're in this position right now.
Precisely.
When you say kids should be able to express themselves, they're expressing this rainbow now.
No.
You know what I'm saying?
Again, a child, don't know child, and it is scientifically proven. Children don't come out gay, lesbian, or kids don't just come out like that. They don't. That's scientifically proven. Kids do not come out like that. They have to be exposed to something in order to understand that.
You don't need a scientific study to know that dumb shit.
Okay, so that's just the point. That's just the point.
Hold up. Kids should be able to express themselves respectfully since they're still kids. They can't be allowed to be disrespectful, but they should still be allowed to express themselves in a respectful manner.
And that's what I'm saying. I'm not saying, oh, a kid should come out and say, fuck you, mom, you pissed me off today. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is right now in the time that we live in, parents, a good portion of the time, do not allow their children to express themselves at all. So kids are literally expressing themselves the only way they know how.
How about this? Let me give you a scenario. What if a child expresses themselves in a manner that's, let's say, directly goes against what you taught your child, such as, regarding morals or anything like that? What if they are expressing themselves, but it doesn't align with their y'all value system, right? What would you do in that scenario?
What do you think teaching the child means?
Okay, so what would you do in that scenario when the child is saying something like, you know what, mom, I was thinking about going to go hang out, kick it at the party, whatever, probably smoke, hit a little weed or whatever. How are you going to correct that situation?
It depends on the situation.
What do you mean? I just gave it to you.
What is this? What kind of scenario is that?
The scenario is, look, mom, I'm probably going to go hang out with Latasha, and we're going to go, probably kick it for like a couple hours. And she's 14 right now. She's probably gonna kick it. And Latasha smokes. Latasha a little fast. And she like, Tasha just being free. She just being her. How would you correct that situation?
Well, first of all, I would ask my daughter, what is it that she's attracted to when it comes to this friend? What is it that you all?
She genuine.
What is it? What is it that you all have in common?
She my bestie. She's my bestie.
No, because I'm gonna ask.
That's how that's what they say.
I'm gonna need you to be a little bit more descriptive. So that's what I would ask.
She talks to me. She helps me with my homework. You know, she's like my only friend. She stands up for me. You know, all that.
So I'm gonna say like this: it's very difficult for me to answer that question.
Now you know the goddamn difference between how men raise their children and women raise their children.
No,
you just saw it in H.
Because I don't hear children talk like that, Neil. First of all, I don't hear children talk like that.
Well, you know what? We've been sleeping under a rock.
My daughter don't talk like that. Again, I don't know the stuff that the example that you gave is
I might have given you the most wildest, outlandish. Honestly, I was throwing you a bone because that was kind of an easy scenario, and you couldn't even answer that.
Again, you explain to your child. First of all, if you know that your child wants that type of relationship, what I am going to do as a parent, one, I am going to limit the time spent with that child. That's first of all. If we want to go off that bullshit,
so you're not gonna cut it off completely.
So I can't cut it off completely because if she goes to school with this child, what you want me to do? Walk around the school all day and stop her from talking to these people? See, the problem.
You don't think you can persuade your daughter to?
You can persuade your child to do anything. Your child has their own mind. But again, I reiterate safety to my daughter on a daily basis. I reiterate the importance of certain friends, family that come into your life, regardless of whether they're a friend or a family. I tell my daughter, hey, I understand you're not always going to be around me, but I teach you these things. I show you these things because once you leave out of that door, you're no longer in your own world. You're in a world filled with other people and other energies. Nothing is off limits in this world. I talk to my daughter every single fucking day. I explain safety to my daughter every single day. I talk to my daughter about the boys that she hangs with. I talk to my daughter about the girls she hangs with. I talk to my daughter about the games that she plays. I talk to my daughter about the drawings, things that she has in her notebook, her homework, things that might be taking place at her father's house that she may or may not be comfortable with. I talk to my child about the things that she's feeling. How did your day go? What did you do? As a matter of fact, how about, especially around them times where she's, it's a monthly situation. Okay. I try to give her, I set that friendship to the side because the friendship between me and my daughter is probably 5%, whereas the 95% of me is the mother. So I know how to play with my daughter when it's time to play with her. I know how to be a mother when it's time to be a mother. I know how to nurture her when it's time to be a nurturer. I know how to teach her when it's time to be an educator. Okay. My daughter knows how to cook at 14 years old. I can leave my house and know by the time I come back, my shit's still going to be here. My shit is safe. I talk to my daughter. I have a relationship with my daughter. See, a lot of y'all are too sensitive and impatient. Y'all don't care about what y'all. I guarantee you half of the motherfucking parents on this live and off do not every day ask their child how their day went. I'm almost willing to bet you. Ask some of these parents, when is the last time you sat down with your child and actually talked to them about what they were feeling? Half of the time, these parents don't even know when their child is going through something. My daughter still to this day will not tell me, but I know for a motherfucking fact she went to a party one night with some of her friends. She was all excited and all of that shit when she got out the car with her friend. When she got back, now mind you, this is a hotel party, right? I stayed in the motherfucking lobby the whole goddamn time. The whole time. My daughter and her friend finally came out. They got in the car. My daughter was quiet the whole car ride. Her friend whispering, talking to her. My daughter just quiet. I know something happened at that party. I know something happened at that party. My daughter will never tell me, but I know something happened. You know why? Because I observe. I pay attention. I actually enjoy being a mother. I didn't just have a baby just simply because I was young and I didn't think it was the right time. But I knew that at one point in my life, I really wanted to be a mother, and I enjoy thoroughly being a mother. I enjoy cooking for my daughter. I enjoy running around this house, getting on her motherfucking nerves. I enjoy buying shit. I enjoy taking her out every night to let her have whatever it is she wants to eat. And guess what? In return, she got to make sure her grades stay up. She got to make sure she's making it to school. She's not missing a bus. She got to make sure if she want that nose ring when she turned 15, she got to make
Nose
sure
ring?
each and every. Yes.
Oh, you out your mind.
Yes. My daughter about to be 15 years old.
See what I mean?
Think
See what I mean? See what I mean?
A nose ring is not
Look
that
what
serious.
Divinity Young put up here.
No. Well, again, like I said, you know why I'm not tripping? You know why? Because again, my daughter does.
Yes, it's given.
My daughter, listen, my daughter does very well in school. My daughter is the top of her class in school. Y'all laughing, but my daughter is in a good motherfucking position.
Yes, ain't nobody discrediting.
No, bro, chill. My daughter got money that she saved up her damn self. My daughter has multiple bank accounts right now. A lot of y'all don't pay attention to y'all. Y'all laughing, but guess what? My daughter is already set, and I am proud as fuck. I don't give a fuck how much y'all laughing. My daughter is set, bro. My daughter, you know why? Because I take this shit seriously. Y'all don't take y'all kids seriously. Y'all don't take y'all take y'all kids with y'all when y'all are trying to buy a house.
Right. I don't know why you just didn't catch an Uber, Marie. Oh, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I thought I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. All right. No, I'm sorry. Okay. Peace. Sorry, that was my speaking of daughters, that was my daughters right there. Nobody is discrediting your parental style with your child. The only thing that I take issue with is this notion of free expression, and I don't know, you kind of alluded to this friendship thing that's between. I'm not with that. I believe there needs to be a clear cut line between the parent and the child. Simple put. All those things that you said, TikTok videos, asking your daughter about her day and all that can be done within the capacity of being a parent. You don't have to be that friend for all that. That's when the lines get blurred.
Listen. And I'm going to tell you this because I'm being honest. I'm not even going to say I'm being vulnerable. The thing is, a lot of y'all have the attitude that you have, and guess what? We got all of these crazy kids out here because of your attitude.
That ain't true. It is absolutely your school of thought.
We have more of you in the world than we have more of me.
That's not true. It
is true. You know why? Because my seed did it. My seed did it. What the fuck you talking about? My seed is a motherfucker. Hold up, bro.
Oh shit, we got it started. Divinity Young said, "No, ma'am."
Hold on. And these things is heavy as shit. Hold on. Let me stunt on y'all just a smidget. Look at this.
Yes,
Hold up. That's two. Hold up. I'm not done. That's two. That's three. Can it fit all the way in the screen? No, probably not. All right. That's what? That's four. That's five. That's six. That's six. That's education. That's athletics. That's talking to my child. That's being a parent that I'm being. The shit I'm explaining to you. That's where this shit come from. And y'all think it's a joke. That's why y'all got problems with y'all kids. What? I did it right.
Okay, Des. Good grief.
I did it right.
All I'm simply saying to you,
I need to take note.
Children need parents. They don't need friends.
Hey, guess what? and I'm 95% parent, 5% friend. And
Okay, and you know what? You beat the odds. Listen, if your child is excelling, if your child is excelling, then you definitely beat the odds.
Listen, y'all need the
If
heart.
your child is excelling and doing well, then
need the
you
heart
beat the
to do
odds.
this.
But
Y'all don't got the heart for this job. Y'all don't got the heart for this job.
But exceptions don't make the rule.
Nay, who is an exception to the rule?
You're the exception.
Why my child the exception to the rule? Why
Because
all these other kids?
You said your daughter's thriving.
Why all these other kids? Why all these other kids don't got this?
Because mama is their bestie. That's why.
Huh? But no, Divinity, you be quiet. When you come on here and you show
why you coming at Divinity?
And that's another thing. See, y'all be too ashamed of y'all kids. I can stunt on my child. I can stunt on her grades. I can stunt on her athleticism, her academics. See, y'all don't know how to do it. And this one over here, Divinity, do you even have kids? Girl, sit down. Talk on me, sit down. No, you stand up.
Divinity, don't take that. Don't let her talk to you like that.
Divinity, do your kids got this?
She said,
and see, this
I have a lot of those.
I don't know how to
my
teach.
Parents...
So motherfuckers like me got to do it.
Hey, look at here though, Des. She said I have lots of those too, but my parents weren't the best parents.
And so what?
Yes, ma'am. Too.
So,
we're not going to get on that. I'm watching what you're doing.
You got it. But we're not talking about you. I'm talking about your kids. You grown. So I ain't talking to you. I'm talking about your kids.
She said her kids got them too, Des. Okay, look, Des. This is why we should have just kept it.
Talking all that shit with all of these goddamn babies. Y'all didn't learn after the first one. Don't play with me. Don't play with me. Got me fucked up out here.
She was, I think that's what they call standing on business, if I'm not mistaken. But anyway, y'all, I gotta go pick speaking of daughters, I have to pick my daughter up.
Let me also say this to the chick Divinity, you ain't even a real one, because as a motherfucking mother, you should be on here motherfucking praising me for the shit that I'm doing. The fact that my daughter at 14 years old is as successful and got this shit as a mother, why your ass ain't on here trying to band with me and champion the raising of our kids?
Oh, she's supposed to be a part. Oh, so she gotta align herself with sisterhood because of what?
Nah, it's not about the sisterhood. It's about the kids. See, when people
that ain't what you
are
made
really
it about.
doing this shit, see, this is how confused y'all are. When people are really out here putting their kids in a position like this, y'all come out talking like this. This is how y'all come out talking. Ain't none of y'all about to start on y'all motherfucking kids. And I'm gonna keep doing it for my daughter, because guess what? It works.
She said she agreed. She said she agreed with you at first until you got sidetracked.
Well, I didn't get sidetracked. She lost track.
Damn, we got Des started. We ain't seen Des get amped in a while. Man. Des, you was doing so good. You was on like a really calm street. What happened? She was the level-headed one.
We can't even have y'all so motherfucking sensitive out here. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Y'all better stop. Divinity, listen. Brain, come on.
Would you stop, Des?
I'm trying to understand where the beef at. Why it's a problem? Going the same footsteps I did. Bruh, guess what? I am in one of the best positions in my life. What are you talking about? And it's not even that I'm sensitive. And to some degree, you absolutely motherfucking right, bitch. I am. Oh, excuse me. I didn't mean to call you a bitch. But you're right. I am sensitive. You know why? Because people like you don't raise your kids in a way where y'all can talk about them like I can talk about mine. So yeah, you goddamn right I'm sensitive. Maybe if you motherfuckers acted the way I do when it comes to parenting, maybe we'd have more children like my goddamn daughter and not these knuckleheads running around. So stop it. Y'all out here mad because I really want to see our kids succeed. I want to be able to see our kids express themselves. Y'all sitting here so worried about skipping over steps. Why don't y'all teach them right? And y'all don't know. Y'all sensitive. Y'all all too into yourselves. And I can tell this one right here, she young with multiple kids. I'm 34.
Damn, how you know that?
How many kids she got? How many kids she got?
How you know that, Des?
How many kids she got?
I don't know. I have no idea.
Ask her that. How many kids and how old is she?
She may not want to disclose all that.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I don't know how we just really derailed.
At 19, like
I think we might have derailed from the topics at hand. So no, I think this is probably worthy of
talk about got pregnant at 19 like I did, honey. You got multiple kids.
Say what? She said
I got 2 kids. Two kids at 30, honey. I'm 34 with 1. Be quiet. You're not even in the running in this conversation.
Uh-oh.
You 30 with 2. Stop it.
Uh-oh, we got beef in the sisterhood. Beef in the sisterhood.
You know what, Neil? Me and you had this conversation a little while ago, and we had talked about how women really don't like each other. Women really don't like each other, because if I was a woman watching this show, I would have been hands down for me. I would have been hands down for me.
But for what, though? Just because merely she's a woman?
She did say she was agreeing with you, and then you rolled off the rails.
I didn't roll off the rails. I stayed consistent with what I said.
I think that even the other chicks, one for one, whatever her name was, they were all riding with you, and then it just shifted.
Why? Because I said it shifted because I said kids should have the ability to express themselves. Because that's what I said. That's making everybody so mad. That I said kids should have the right to express
themselves. Because you know what? Most of the things, like I said, most women will ride with each other when it comes to bullshit that y'all do. Y'all stick to sister code. But I think what you are saying is the most important thing. Like you just said, the kids matter. And with those two are expression, that means they really do care for the kids. And when it comes to those type of women, some women also, and those women also that's saying shit like that, man, they have men and men that they know that can lead when it comes to kids. And when they're saying that they don't need free speech, bro. Like when they know even the village raised the kids, or there's a point where, bro, like, listen, you don't have
my damn kids
to sit here. Most kids who express themselves, most parents that I do see, when kids express of something's going on, parents do listen. If you really pay attention to the kids that express themselves,
you ain't saying a damn thing.
It's like the saying of, "Mom, I'm depressed." You gotta take your depressed ass and then go wash the dishes. Most of the times, because they ass know they've been supposed to get the dishes washed. They've been lollygagging around, not doing the fuck they supposed to do.
And you know why? And you know why? And you know why? Again, it all comes down to improper parenting. My daughter, her job is the dishes. I don't have to tell my daughter to go in there and do the dishes. My daughter comes home from school every day and gets the dishes done. Y'all keep making up all these
we're talking about integrity. We're not talking about domestic
excuses. Y'all keep making up all these fucking excuses. Again, at the end of the day, we're trying to find something that works. We're trying to find a way to get our kids in a position to be better. That's what it boils down to. Our kids are not doing better, and y'all ain't coming up with a solution. I have a solution, and it works.
We did say that that's fine, but we're not standing with champion that shit out loud. Like, if you want to parent that way, parent, because parents are gonna parent the way they want. But we're not. Again, most things. Again, social media and platforms like this is the issue, because before we had this and parents was parenting our generation the way that we are, we weren't as fucked up as they were now. It's because so many people opinions and blurting shit out
oversaturated
influence them to go that way. When you are seeing what you are used to in your environment, that's just how they're raised. But when you get millions of people influencing you to change not only what you see in your environment, but something different, people these days don't know how to make the right choices. Some kids have to be put in a position, bro, in controlled environments. And when you take away the controlled environment part by allowing them, if you want them to express themselves in the controlled environment.
So my thing is, listen, because y'all always take what I say and y'all twist it left. Nobody is saying, oh, go and broadcast to the world. What I'm saying is, if you have a relationship with your child, I'm talking about the relationship between you and your child. When you have a relationship with your child, you should allow them the free. That has nothing to do with anybody else. It has nothing to do with social media. It has nothing to do with outside sources. This is strictly the conversation and the relationship between you and your child. I don't broadcast all of the stuff that I do with and for my daughter, but I come on here as an example as to what it should look like. Since people clearly don't have the answer, why they ripping and running around mad that their kids is out here doing all crazy shit and doing this, not listening and all of that. Because behind closed doors, they don't know how to be parents. I know how to be a parent behind closed doors and in front of the camera. This shit with the camera is to express and show an example that as a young mother, I am doing it right. Y'all don't see me come on here broadcasting anything. Y'all barely ever really hear me talk about my child unless there is a conversation about a child. What I'm saying is allow your child the freedom. Y'all keep skipping over the stuff. Oh, what if they start talking like this? And what if they doing just too much? And y'all stop coming up with excuses. Stop coming up with excuses. Talk to your children, have the relationship with them, and you've done your part as a parent. Well, you've done your part.
That was Neil that gave you a scenario. I didn't give you a scenario because I don't believe in hypotheticals. I've never did. I just think
which is exactly
hypotheticals are designed to test your logic. That's all they are. They're only designed to test your logic.
Because it's forcing. It's like saying gun to your head. What would you da 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 da? It's like, bruh, it's no
hypotheticals are designed to. They are merely designed to test your logic.
This is why I don't do hypotheticals because hypotheticals are
because if we put your philosophy in practice, it completely implodes. That's why hypotheticals are designed to test one's logic. That's all they are.
And
don't extrapolate anything else from that.
People take tests. Smart people take tests and fail every day. A piece of paper don't really tell a person how smart they actually are. So you can't say that.
Well, a piece of paper don't, but we're lacking the competency that
clearly.
So the piece of paper gives you test anxiety, right? It's a difference from bad test takers. And what's happening right now is the kids are suffering from the parents because the parents lack comprehension skills. So the kids is bleeding into these younger kids now. So yeah, you're right. The piece of paper does, but if you sit down and have a real competency test, like the kids are not, they can't, even if you don't even tell them that it's the test, like, right. My daughter had a gifted test but we told the teacher to not tell her it was a test. We just told her, just tell her to come in and you just ask her some questions or you let her, you know what I'm saying? Just let her go. Just let her fly and grade her like that. When they don't have the pressure of knowing that I am expected to do, that's why I don't believe in, that's why I stopped going to college when it came to what I wanted to do, because everything that I went to college for my degree, whatever, I learned more about it when the pressure was not only of you saying read chapter 10 through 13 by such and such and such because you got a quiz tomorrow. The anxiety of that, but when you are freely able to, even the working out, most people who work out, even on social media, even celebrities, when they are in their best fit, the form that they're, it's because most of them don't have, not most of them, they don't have regular jobs that they have to clock in for 12 hours and then still expect to go work out. They have nothing but time to put in that craft. They have no pressure with it. Just go and do it. So when it comes to kids, bro, I just really think, yes, expressing yourself, let me know how you feel. I get it. Like, if you're not feeling well today, tell me what's wrong. But when it comes to, like she said, there's a balance in expressing yourself, but also expressing yourself on making decisions. Like, I get what you're saying, but as a parent, as my child, do you trust that dad, when I say, hey, look, let's go this way, that you would have to express yourself to just be like, hey, dad, I don't think that's the right way to go. I've been raising you all this time. When have I failed you? And I think that is also reason when I tell you that all the time too, Des. Tell me one time when I tell you about something, or I'm saying believe me, or something, or we ask what my advice is, or what would I do? And then I tell you something, and then if you don't want to go that way, my first response is anything that I have given you advice for, or anything the way that I said go. Name me one time that I steered you wrong. Tell me one time that I was wrong. That is the first thing that I ask anybody, kids or adults. Tell me one time I let you down, and tell me one time that I was wrong. If you tell me anything, and nobody can.
But
I don't know.
But what you're missing in that, again, you're making it about you. You're not making it about your child. That's what you're missing. When have I ever stirred you wrong? When have I ever did? You're not making it about you. And guess what? Kids catch on to that. Kids understand this. And see, that's the thing. I pay attention to children. I want to surround my life around children. I take interest in the welfare of children. And because I've done this for so long, I've done countless activities with children. I've done humanitarian programs with children. I have volunteered with children. I have been making children a factor in my life for a long time. I have god kids. I have nieces and nephews. I get along with all of my daughter and her friends. My daughter still has friends that she dealt with back in elementary school. The point I'm trying to make is, again, you all keep making shit about you. You keep making it about you. Just because you ain't never served her wrong, but just because you never, JP, just because you've never stirred her wrong doesn't mean you may not have stirred her wrong. That don't mean every decision that she makes or every feeling should have to go through you. It shouldn't. You may not have never steered your daughter wrong. That don't mean when she decides to do something that because she does it the way that it makes it wrong. It don't mean that.
As you structure a child, the decision has to come through me. So when she becomes 14 and 16, she doesn't need me to steer her because it is now implanted in her. What would dad do?
But again, JP, you are again making it about you.
Because I am her father.
What?
See, you obsolete. Fathers are obsolete.
Bro, this is exactly why. This is exactly why kids are in the position that they are in, because you all are so self-evolved that you all do not sit and pay attention to what the child says. If the child is telling you my stomach is hurting, I've been hurting all day, you will literally sit and wait for that child to throw up before taking it seriously. The child can be telling you, I don't feel good, my tooth been hurting. Oh, go to school, don't worry about it. Take a little Tylenol. You really don't know to the effect what the child goes through until it's too late. And that's most parents. Because y'all sit and y'all are so self-evolved. When it comes to how I talk to and deal with my child, I don't tell my child what she needs to hear based off of me or what I feel. I want to know how you feel. What happened today? You got into it with a little girl. What happened between you and the little girl that caused the problem?
No,
What happened?
That's wrong, though. Okay, but you're giving these that is two different things, though. You're right.
It's
about
not
that.
because again,
Right
you can teach your child
it's pretty
everything
extreme, right?
under the sun. And listen, I don't know why y'all are sitting here acting like. I don't know why y'all keep sitting here acting like you can be the best parent to your child, and your child is still gonna do what the fuck they want to do. Why do you
listen? Pause. We can do this. I actually got to go pick my daughter up from work. Speaking of daughters,
how's that going, Neil?
How's what going? Picking her up?
Yeah.
It sucks. I mean, she's in process to get her license right now, but you know.
And look at that, she's in the process to get her license, and all he can say is that sucks.
Yeah, it sucks. I don't want to keep picking her up.
That
but
sucks.
You know, she ain't got no money for no Uber right now. But...
See what I mean? And you know what, Neil? Because I feel like you are a good person, but look at that. Look at that. You done bought a negativity towards that. Oh, that sucks. I gotta keep picking her up. And then your child come on here and she hear that shit. And see, y'all think and y'all
she knows it sucks.
Y'all think, but see again, instead of you being a negative motherfucking Nancy, why don't you try to have a better fucking attitude?
About what?
Why don't you have a better attitude? Maybe that's why your daughter is doing the things she doing.
About picking her up from work?
Yes. All of this stuff ties in as a parent.
Again, so you mean to tell me I'm supposed to be excited and enthusiastic because I'm wasting my gas money to pick her up?
You know what? Maybe if your attitude was better,
how about maybe when this economy get better, my attitude will get a little better.
No, bro. See, this is bro.
Okay, listen. Okay.
Y'all parents fucking disgust me, bro. Like y'all do. If I could literally have a school and teach y'all kids, I promise, like this is the attitude right here.
Well, you need to build that school with Dr. Umar.
But you know why she has a fucked up attitude? Because you do. So what she do, I see where she get it from. And see, it's little shit like that. And I'm not giving a fuck about none of these females on here talking none of this shit, because y'all should be on here saying the same goddamn I'm saying. Y'all should be saying the same thing. A child's stomach hurting versus a child making a life risk decision that can cause them problems later in life are two different things. Well, duh. That's all I've been sitting here fucking saying, bro. If you talk to your children and you actually have a relationship with them, maybe you'll know how to get through to them enough to where they don't make these motherfucking bad decisions. Y'all don't know how to deal with them.
We're not arguing that, right? I think also when it comes to asking a child how you feel is okay, but just having a voice of, I think me and Neil are also just saying that the decision making of a child because of how you feel is this where we just separate, right? If you don't want your stomach hurt, you don't want to go to school, you've been sick for a little minute. Let's listen. Let's listen.
How about it?
But you know, when it comes to telling you how you feel about the wrong way that you're going, like, yeah, we gotta sit down and talk about that.
What's wrong with you?
Ain't nothing wrong with me. The problem is what the fuck wrong with y'all? That's the motherfucking problem. Because like I said, while y'all sitting over there laughing and shit,
Dad, chill out.
Motherfucking problem.
Chill out.
My daughter is good. And so at the end of the day, I'm going to continue to have this attitude because the attitude that I have right now is why my daughter is where she is. Okay? That is why she is where she is. And you got ignorant people like this one here who, honey, go be a mom. Go be a mom to your twins. Go be a mom to your twins. And let's hope it's your motherfucking
stop being mean. Come on.
I ain't being motherfucking mean. They want to come on here and talk shit. That's just what it is.
I think,
Get the fuck out of here. My God, like this is why I shit on a lot of these females. This is why I got the energy to come on here and do this shit.
But what about the sister code? I thought you was down for the sisterhood.
No. See, a
It ain't
sister
real?
code would have been them just being okay with what I was
oh,
saying.
her sister
But I
code.
was-
Oh, you heard that, JP? You heard that?
What?
Say it again, Des. What's the sister code?
Her and Jane.
What?
Her and Jane. That's the sister code. Because you
You
know
said
who
what?
would agree with some shit like that?
Hey, you had Des beatboxing. She like,
Yeah. That's crazy. Like,
No,
that's
at the end of the day, no. This is because at the end of the day, I get so fucking sick and tired of people and stuff like this does. If you want to rattle me up, talk about the kids. You want to rattle me up, talk about the kids, because I get sick and fucking tired of y'all getting on social media, getting on these podcasts, talking about how crazy these kids are, how bad these kids are, and ain't none of you motherfuckers came up with a solution to help them. The solution that I have, y'all sitting here laughing and joking about, but it's working.
because
I
it's
don't
a
give a
joke.
fuck if it's just my child. What I'm doing as a parent and what I continue to do is fucking working. So laugh if you want to. My child is doing great. She got her little issues like every other
let's
child.
just
But
let's just
again,
not
and I'm gonna make sure I come on here and I present my child well.
let's just
I'm gonna
not
present my child well. That's what I'm gonna do. Y'all come on here, Neil, come on here talking about it sucks and da da da. Like that's exactly why these kids are the way they are. That's why. And I don't give a fuck. Divinity, you really finna piss me off because again, you don't know what you're talking about. And she would be the equivalent to a pick-me in a fucking relationship.
Ooh, whoa,
The equivalent to a fucking pick-me.
whoa.
No, I'm going there. I'm going there. She would be a motherfucking pick-me. Ain't nothing that I said.
What
But
makes her a pick
But
me?
that's crazy how you would call her a pick me, but we just glossed over how Jane.
I'm about to bring her up. Hey,
With
listen.
Jane,
If you want to jump on
we
Divinity,
already
click the
had the
link.
conversation about Jane. We
Click the
already
link
had
if
the
you want to jump
conversation
on.
about Jane.
Crazy.
We already had the
That's
conversation about Jane.
wild. That's wild. All right, yeah, Neil. Yeah, go pick your daughter up. Go pick
Hold on real quick.
yeah, go pick your daughter up.
Hold
Yeah,
real quick.
that's wild. And it's crazy. That's wild. Nah, damn.
Des don't care. She just saying what she gotta say.
Wow. That's wild.
JP, what is so wild, JP?
Because even with she's saying, right, but we could not really address how you and I guess because she's going at you, that's why you even what she's saying, right? But you gotta pause your live.
I think you got it playing in the back, Divinity.
Yeah, you gotta pause your live. But this is the thing, right? This is the thing.
Hold on.
If I think because she's going at you, that's why you said that.
Hold on real quick.
But the same thing and the same stances with Jane that you couldn't agree that she was a pick-me or you couldn't even address.
No.
Hold on now. Let me explain something to you.
I didn't
What
say
is
we already
your definition of a pick-me?
Because like I said, we had our conversation about Jane, and I specifically told you, JP, how I felt about her. I specifically told you, and as a matter of fact, when she was on the live, me and her went back and forth with each other. I may not have used the word pick me, but I definitely told her that I disagreed with her stance.
But why don't you realize? But see, why don't you realize that because you didn't specifically use the word like you specifically using the word with her? How can someone get where you coming from then?
Because I explained it in a way that
you're directly telling her
Hold up.
I said she is the equivalent to a pick-me.
Okay, so hold up. Divinity want to ask her. Let Divinity go ahead and what was your question to this?
What is your definition of a pick-me? Because it seems like a lot of you females use the words that y'all really trying to say in the wrong context. So what is the real definition that you're trying to say that I am? Because, baby, this over here ain't no pick-me. You don't even probably know what that means exactly. That's probably what you are. You are that. So you're trying to say that I'm that because you're upset at the way that I came at you about your child. It's not my fault you had your child at 19. That is your problem because you had a baby at 19 or whatever the case was. Now you're trying to put that on all of us other females raising our kids wrong and all
Tell
this.
me how.
No,
Tell me
talk
how,
about
honey.
your own
Tell
self
me
and
how.
about the way you're raising your
Tell
daughter.
me how.
Just because you're feeling like she's not doing nothing now,
Tell me how.
baby, she's only 14 years old.
Honey, me
How
having my
far do you
daughter
think
at
she got?
19 has what
As
to do
soon
with
as
how
she
I
knows
raised
that
her.
she can get over on you, baby,
Me
she's
having
getting
my
over.
daughter at
As
19
soon
has
as
what
she
to do
knows
with me
that
raising
Hold on, one
her.
at a time, y'all.
not
One
the
at a time.
mom,
Me
she's
having
getting
my
over
daughter
on
at
you,
19
baby. She's
has
getting
what to
over.
do with me
Man,
raising
look,
her.
say
So
no,
wait,
say when it's
Divinity.
your
So
own kids, I know.
wait.
Me
Hold up,
having a
Des.
daughter at
I let you
19 has
talk
what
while you
to
was
do
on
with
that
me
damn
raising her.
live. Let me damn talk.
So
Let
wait a
me
second.
talk.
Yeah, let her talk. Go ahead.
Let
What
me
do
talk.
me having a
Goddamn.
baby at 19
Shut the fuck
have
up and
to
let
do
me
with
All
me
right,
damn
y'all.
talk.
raising her?
We gotta make it
Look,
constructive. We gotta
shut
make
the
it
fuck
constructive.
up. Are you
No.
retarded?
No.
Why you
But you
acting like it? So
slow.
just shut up and let me talk.
No.
So what? Shut up. So what I'm saying
No.
is,
You
what
gonna
the
make
fuck
me do
I'm
it? I don't
saying is,
know.
what the
I don't
fuck
Hold
listen.
on,
I'm
hold on. I'm
saying.
about to mute both of y'all. 1 second. One at a time. One at a time. Go ahead, Divinity. Say what's your
Don't add me
piece?
on no live if I can't speak how I want to speak. Don't add
Go
me
ahead.
on this shit if I can't
Go
You
ahead.
talk.
Go
ain't
ahead. Say what you gotta
are
say.
you?
So what I am saying, a lot of parents seems to take their anger out on the next motherfucker because of how they're doing in life. Don't take your anger out on me and my kids because you don't know me or my kids. Keep that same energy over there because you're the only one mad. Ain't nobody mad. I'm just stating my opinion just like you're stating yours. So a pick me bitch is something I'm not finna tolerate because that ain't me. And before you call me that, you need to look up that motherfucking definition because that's probably you. That's probably your ass. So before you get on here acting like you know who the fuck I am, reevaluate yourself, look in the mirror. Your daughter is only 14, love. So guess what? She got a whole long life ahead of her that could possibly fuck you up because of what you used to do. Because
Possibly.
you're 95%
Possibly.
bestie
Right.
and 5% motherfucking mom. That's you. You're saying let them express themselves and shit like that. That's cool and all. I agree with you on that. But what I'm not agreeing with you on is when you're saying let them make their own decisions. Bitch, they ain't got no
Hey, if
motherfucking power to
anybody,
goddamn make.
hold on,
They are
anybody on this
kids.
live,
We got
rewind
we
this
have
live,
them. They can't make their
and
motherfucking
tell
own
me when I
goddamn
said
man.
that.
Look.
See, it's
Say
funny
yo,
how y'all get
say
on
yo,
here talking
say
and
yo,
you don't
say,
even know
say,
what
say,
you're
say,
talking
say,
about.
say, say.
You come
If
on
you're
here thinking you know
34,
what you're
if
talking.
you're 34,
Rewind,
act like it.
rewind this live,
Act your age because
rewind
you're
this
not
live
acting
and
your
tell me when I
motherfucking
said
age.
that. Rewind
Man,
this
look,
live,
So wait a second.
rewind the live.
Hold up.
Hold on. Let
So
her
wait a second.
rewind the live and tell me when I said that because you sitting here saying shit I didn't even
you
say.
did just say that you said let these kids make that. You just
That's
said
not
let
what
these
I
kids make.
said. I said let
Did she
these
not say
kids
that?
express
Did she not say
themselves.
that?
I said
Did she
let
not
these
fucking
kids. I said
Hold on.
let
Let
these
us say
kids.
what'd you say, Des? Say what you
I
said.
said let these kids express themselves. I had absolutely nothing to do
You
with
just
it.
told JP. You
JP
just told
said
JP.
something about
I
decision
heard you in my
making.
own ears. You just said
JP
your
said
decisions shouldn't
something
go
about
through him.
decision
The
making,
parent.
honey.
The parent should not. The decisions that the
JP
kids made should
said
not go
something
through the parent.
about that.
That's
So
what you just
take that
said.
topic up with him. He said something about
I'm about to
decisions.
start thinking y'all
Not
know
me.
each other.
He's man.
He said something about decisions. I
This girl
didn't say
is
nothing
dumb.
about no
No,
decisions.
he said that the kid, that since we're the parents, we have to make the decisions for them. That's what he said. You're saying that since they should be able to express themselves and make their own decisions. He's saying no.
That's
He's the
not what I
parent. He
said at
has
all.
to make. Yo,
Yeah, fall back and get what
yo,
I said right,
this
because
bitch
that's
is
not at all what
stupid,
I
y'all.
said.
Why do y'all even have her on here?
That's
Like,
not
you
even all
stupid
what
as
I
fuck.
said. Honey, but I've been here. What are you talking about?
And
I've
yeah,
been
and
here.
I've been watching you, and you look stupid as fuck.
Okay, and guess what? I'm still doing good. I'm
Yeah,
still doing
so
good. I'm
and
still
so am
So
doing
I.
good.
No
ladies,
fucking
ladies,
way.
ladies, ladies. So what's the
No
okay?
fucking
So
way.
Divinity, what's your so what is your main contention with what Des was saying? Your main issue.
I was saying to her that it is cool for kids to express themselves. I agree with you 100%. What I don't agree with is because they're kids still, and we still have to be their parents. So decision making goes through us regardless of how they fucking feel. Like, yeah, I'm gonna listen to how you feel. And if it's good for you, I'll consider it. But if it ain't good for you, bitch, it's over with. It's what I'm saying.
You agree with that, Des? Or you disagree with that?
Honestly, what she said went in one ear, out the other. Because first of
Because
all,
you're so shallow-minded, you're not
again,
even listening.
like I
Because
said,
you're so
Neil, I believe
shallow-minded.
you listen to me. Like I
You
said,
ain't got,
listen,
girl. Your mind is like this.
listen. Let me just explain this. And
Look,
this
let
is
me tell
coming
you
from a woman.
something. What I'm
Now,
not
this
gonna
isn't
do.
even
What
coming
I'm
from a
not
woman.
gonna
This
do.
is coming from a mother.
No.
This is coming from a mother. This
What
is
I'm not
coming
gonna do
from a
is
mother.
come
Let
wrestle
me
with
explain
nobody
this.
that's shallow-minded.
Y'all
Their
sit
mind
here
is like
doing
this
all of
big.
this
If you
talking.
don't want to listen,
Y'all sit
I don't
here
give a
doing.
fuck.
You
That's
know
your
why I don't
child.
listen to you?
You gotta handle
You know
it.
why I
I
don't
don't.
listen
I
to
said
you?
what I had
Because
to
what
say, and
I
I'm
do
over with.
works. Why am I
I'm over with
listening
it.
to you? What I do works. What I do works.
Yeah.
What I do
Anyway.
works. I'm not mad. I'm not mad or
Okay.
ashamed.
Well, all right. Well, it looks like.
Say this, and
All
I'm
right.
gonna give her the floor. Let me just say this.
Go ahead, Des. Go ahead.
I'm not mad, ashamed, or anything that I had my daughter at 19. As a matter of fact, I inspired myself. My daughter made it to 14 years old, not pregnant, not in jail, and by the looks of it, she's not going down that route. So let's just be motherfucking clear.
Looks can be
That's number one.
deceiving,
That's
baby.
number one. Number two, I should be agitated because at the end of the day, we got too many goddamn kids running around here not doing what they're supposed to do. And if you heard what I said was children should be able to express themselves the way they need to. You all as parents do not listen to them enough. You all don't parent enough. And that's why I can get on here and be a fucking example. So you can stay over there.
What
because
example?
I know
What
what
example
I'm
you
doing is
being? What example are you being?
Okay, so again,
What
y'all
example are
keep
you being
complaining
again?
about the kids.
No. What
Y'all
example
keep
are you being?
complaining about the
I'm
kids.
asking you, what example are you being? What
The
example are you
example,
being?
first of all, I'm standing up for children. I'm standing up for the emotions of children, for the actions of children. I'm standing up for parenting. At the end of the day, it's about the child. See, y'all and just like you're expressing it right now. You're about you. I am actually for the kids.
No.
I am actually for
when
the
my child is
welfare of the
14
kids.
years old,
I'm actually
it's
coming up
about
with
the way that you parent your
for our
child. We're not
children.
best friends, so no.
I
We
don't
can
give
be
a
cool
fuck
and
with you.
all,
You don't
but
got
that's it.
listen, you don't got to. Didn't nobody say you had to. They asked me a question, and I told them I am 95% parent and 5% mother, 5% friend. 95% parent and 5%.
Yeah, 5% friend is right.
Honey, just go, girl, get on.
You was absolutely correct the first time. Clock it.
When you do something that works, then you talk to me. When you do something that works,
All right. So it doesn't sound like we're gonna have any sort of agreement here. So
childish shit.
all right. So hold on.
You're mad, boo, not me. You're mad.
So-
I'm not.
So
You're mad. I'm not. So if the
All right.
shoe fits, baby, wear that bitch. If the shoe fits, baby, wear it. And the shoe obviously is fitting perfectly fine. The shoe is fitting. The shoe is fitting. Honey, you is not finna, girl.
All right.
Look, I ain't got time.
All right.
Yes, all right. All right.
Be quiet.
All right, bruh. Damn, Neil. You suck as a moderator, man.
Well, it was I wanted them to get it all out.
Oh,
but
bro, you just let the shit just go out. There was get nowhere.
What was established is that they're not gonna agree with each other. So that's what that was
that shit was a shouting match, man.
Yeah, it kind of was. But anyways, y'all, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming on. Divinity, I appreciate you for coming on. Stating your piece. Des, you too as well. I gotta go get my daughter, y'all. It's been real. It's been fun. We have to do this next time. Des, I think this is probably a worthy conversation. Seemed like you still got some a little bit more to speak on. And Divinity, if you want to get on and say what you got to say.
I said what I had to say.
All right, bet.
Oh,
Bet.
yeah, my nigga, don't you got to go pick up your daughter?
Yeah, I gotta go
You
pick my.
stay on that. You open up the floor, and you don't know how to level
All right, I gotta go.
Let us all
JP.
hang up.
JP, all right, come on. Why you gotta come at me? All right, y'all. I'll holler at y'all. It's been real.
Damn, my nigga.